as coordination among BOM members is looking after. So thank you, Mr. Pan. Then I have Mr. Pratap Sen. Pratap Sen is, he has recently shifted to Rosedale. Earlier he was staying in Qatar, and he also has very good experience. I am hopeful that we will enjoy his good experience. And then I have Mr. Preeti Roniar. Preeti Roniar is also, she has contributed a lot in, lobby and other developmental aspects of this Rosedale. Then I have one of the oldest member, देखते पाচ্ছি না, Ranjita Majumdar. So Ranjita Majumdar is, was member since first BOM, and she is also contributed a lot to BOM and its affairs. Then I have our most, firebrand and the member Tanra Mukherjee, and she is looking after complaints of the residents, very critical aspect. Then I have Mr. Ramesh Bansal. Please give a big round of applause to Mr. Ramesh Bansal. He was treasurer till recently, and this year also, because of his meticulous efforts and robust planning, we have saved a lot in, the expenditure side. But due to his personal reasons, he has resigned, and we will, but he will contribute to the affairs of BOM. He has promised. So thank you, Mr. Bansal. And then I have Mr. Jaydeep Bhaduri. He is basically joint treasurer, and the invoice for CAM, he is the person responsible budget planning, every financial planning of the board of managers. Mr. Bhaduri looks after. Then I have Vice President Mr. Anantalok. Anantalok was ex-secretary also till the last BOM, and he has also contributed lot, and he looks after budget preparation in other technical aspects. Then we have our new secretary, Mr. Basudev Saharai. He is very, diligent in secretarial work and other work also, preparation of minutes, of everything. He has, added a good value to the affairs of BOM. Then we have Mr. Satyajit Datta. Satyajit Datta is a very senior finance member of finance committee, and Mr. Datta looks after accounts, financing, budget preparation, balance sheet finalization, everything. So we owe a lot to Mr. Datta, and thank you, Mr. Datta. And I have Vice President Mr. Subrata Kundu. Mr. Subrata Kundu is also, engaged, involved in all the affairs of Rosedale, from every kind of planning like civil and security, housekeeping, everything. He has contributed a lot to this BOM and Rosedale Garden Association. Then we have a senior finance committee member, Mr. Shyam Sundar Agarwal. Mr. Agarwal has taken a keen interest in shaping finances of this Rosedale Garden Apartment Owners Association, and he also exercised meticulous control over finances, and I personally thank you to Mr. Agarwal for his contribution. Now we take agenda one by one. So first agenda is agenda में जाइए. अच्छा हाँ, okay. I did not see Mr. Uday Agarwal. He is a chartered accountant. He has worked in industries for last 20-30 years, and he also has vast experience, and timely he contributes. Whenever required, we consult him for the issues. And thank you, Mr. Uday Kumar Agarwal. And I am missing some people like our new treasurer, Mr. Kanwarpreet Jassal. He had some urgent occupation in Delhi, so he is not present in this meeting. Otherwise, he is also a chartered accountant and has experience of around 15 years, and he'll look after the affairs of this BOM as treasurer henceforth. So, and I am also missing the other BOM members who are not present here. To name some of them, Madhukan Saravgi and RKN. So all the BOM members, actually they work as a team, and I tell you that in this BOM I am proud of informing all of you that all the decisions till now has been taken by 100% consent. There was no voting in BOM. And we have, I think 12, Dada, 12 meeting hoye na? Na, BOM meetings. 17. In this year we had 17 meetings to decide various affairs, and in those meetings there was always, all the decisions were by consent. No voting took place. So this is the intro. And all with quorum, out of 48 BOM members, 16 is quorum requirement, and every time quorum was around 23, 24. So, if we come to the annual report, so basic highlights are, first is the agenda, then we have budget versus actuals, which we budgeted an expenditure of around 3.11 rupees per square feet, the CAM rate, and total expenditure we budgeted was around 6.46 crores. So zoom करो थोड़ा, PDF जूम नहीं होगा, ठीक है ना? हाँ ठीक है, अभी तो दिखता है. Yeah, I'll go through the highlights only. So we estimated 6.46 crores as total expenditure, and I am, I have pleasure to inform you that we could finish with an expenditure of 6.08 crores. So there is a saving in this year against the budget. So against the rate of 3.11 per square feet, actual expenditure were to the tune of 2.83 crores, rupees per square feet. So there was a, but if we take, we have considered the income from Plaza CAM, which is not paid till now. So the actual expenditure was 2.96 instead of 3.11. So there is a saving of 15 paisa. So around 50 lakhs were saved in this year. So next slide, please. अभी तो resolution है नहीं ना. अच्छा. So this was precisely the highlights of this annual report, and this annual report also gives you an idea of what work have been undertaken during the year, like refurbishing of lobbies, gym equipments, air conditioners, gardening, etc. And then it contains balance sheet presented by our statutory auditors, and fair idea of all the activities of this BOM during the year 25-26. So first resolution we have to take is, we adopt this annual report. So any counter objection on this? So I take this annual report as adopted and approved. Okay. There is a suggestion that let us adopt and approve it by show of hands. So I request everybody to show their hands for, approval. So I think it is approved unanimously. क्या कर? Yes, please. Please take this mic. You can come here and speak on mic so everybody here.
Hello. Yeah, just one suggestion that if the annual report can be circulated a little earlier, because we just received it yesterday and there was hardly much of time, there was a lot of data in it. So my suggestion is if the annual report can be at least circulated before the original date of the meeting, that is 1 week ago, then because that's the official date of the first meeting. So that's a suggestion. That will give us some time to go through it.
Thank you, Sudeepda. You are right. This report should be at least circulated 7 days or 15 days in advance. But because of very short time, the audit report was not ready. As per that, we have very less time. We have to present this annual report and the budget within the month of May. And for so the audit report was not ready. It was signed yesterday only, so it could not be circulated. Next time we'll try to, keep the time schedule and so everybody gets time. But still, I request, please go through it, and if anything you suggest, find there any suggestion if you want to give, you can directly mail to me and other board members. So we'll definitely address that. And one more thing out of this agenda. Incidentally, we are celebrating the Baisakhi Milan today. So I will request the RGUC president, this president or the president which will come, to have this kind of celebration on same day of AGM, so that we add festivity to the AGM and everybody. If you all agree, because this is summer month also. Any suggestion by, Yeah, 14th April, and Baisakhi Milan is now celebrated. So this was just a personal idea, nothing, official, or if all agree, otherwise we'll see that. And also, Mr. Basu had a suggestion earlier that we must have a Rosedale Day. So that also we plan. Any suggestion for the dates when we should have it, that can also be, কি দাদা কিছু বলবেন এর জন্য? So if any suggestion about the date, all. बोलिए सर. माइक कोडलेस था ना, सुदीप को बोलिए. ये कोडलेस भी है.
Now I need the specs, this one. Yeah, good morning, all of you. So point well, like the point which Sudipta also mentioned, that if it can be circulated earlier. So I was just going through, I just opened in this telegram. So you're mentioning that the cam rate proposed was to 3.11, whereas we have been able to manage with 2.96. So the request is if we can just then think of downward correction or revision.
No, this year it is not possible because the costs have gone up, like salary increase and other AMC increase. So this year CAM is rather coming to, more than 3.11, but we will maintain it at 3.11, same CAM rate. And next year onwards, if we have good funds from NCLT, we build up the corpus, then we'll definitely reduce that.
So like you have to wait for the corpus to get this.
Yes, because this year, as it is, the CAM expenditures are coming up to 3.19 also, but somehow we have maintained the same CAM rate this year.
So as a percentage also, if you look at it, it's like 2.96 versus 3.11, it's a significant.
15 paisa, but this 15 paisa is already, the increase in inputs like salaries, the other, inputs. This year it won't be possible to reduce.
No, I'm not saying you have to reduce, I'm saying consider it like if you can go.
In near future, we definitely will.
Once we have the corpus, that will be a big help if this can come down.
Definitely.
Thanks a lot.
Definitely.
One of the other component is we have budgeted 35 lakhs, for road repair, so which has gone as
yes.
part of. So this is a major
So
component.
in this budget, we have also factored 35 lakhs for entire road repair. That is also, otherwise we could have reduced the CAM, but 35 lakh rupees is included here for road repair. Chaliye. So we have covered the first agenda. Then annual report of the auditors. एनुअल रिपोर्ट तो हो गया, अडॉप्ट हो गया, अप्रूव हो गया. बजट नहीं, ऑडिट रिपोर्ट इसी में चले. So this is the audited balance sheet, PL account, audited financial statement presented by our auditor, Mr. Rohit Podar and Associates. And firstly, I'll give you a few highlights of this audit report. Scroll down. Yeah, you can see that. Thoda zoom kar dijiye. If you are not able to see that, so corpus is now 7.18 crores. Of this association. Out of that, some contingency fund which we collected is now in the fund. Then corpus fund itself is around 5.11 crores, and contingency and other funds are 2.07 crores. Total is 7.18 crores, but there is a caveat. This corpus includes rupees 1.98 crores receivable from Rosedale Plaza, which is not being paid. So in effect, this corpus is around 5 crores, and this includes 2.40 crores received from NCLT till 31st March, but till date the NCLT funds received are around 4 crores. So this corpus will swell in time to come, and this year we must see around 14-15 crores corpus fund out of NCLT and 2-3 crores from our own funds. So this will be around 17 crores corpus will end up next year, I hope. I'm hopeful. And out of this 5 crore corpus, we have FDs of 3.89 crores and 85 lakhs security to this West Bengal Electricity Department. That is 85 lakhs, that gives us 6% interest, but we have to provide a security to them. So this is 85 lakhs. So in totality, 4.74 crores are in FD, plus we have bank balance of around 1.34 crores. Out of that, 50 lakhs shall be, the NCLT fund. So total 4.74 plus 50 lakhs is, I think, 5.25 crores FDs this association is having. to take care of any eventuality, any expenditure. And if this increases, then definitely the interest income will certainly reduce the CAM charges. So this is balance sheet highlights, and then quickly come to the income and expenditure account. So income and expenditure account basically is CAM from the flat owners as well as Rosedale Plaza, but Rosedale Plaza is not paying. Then we have other income of around 18 lakhs on account of this hall booking, fine charges, and then we have rental income from Airtel, Vodafone, etc. So that is 18 lakhs, and against that expenditures are 6.69 crores. So you can see a surplus of 73 lakhs during this year, but out of that again 21 lakh will be, if we take out, then 52 lakh is the surplus which we have generated this year by effective financial control. Thank you again to Mr. Ramesh Bansal, the treasurer, who has done meticulously for this achievement. So this is basically a balance sheet. We have to pay income tax also on interest and other income, which will pay around 6.15 lakhs. And I tell you, this society is a fully statutory compliant society in terms of income tax, GST or labor laws. Staff also are paid as per the rules and regulation led by the government authorities. And then next is notes. So these are the notes on accounts which are self-explanatory. If you go through them, I don't think it requires much comment. They have stated what has happened during the year. There is no adverse qualification of this audit report. So this is, you can go through the balance sheet which has been circulated. If any suggestion, objection, anything, you can directly mail to us or to the secretary, Mr. Basudev Sahare. So I think this is the balance sheet. So this, I come into this August House for approval, not for approval, for consideration, because it doesn't require approval of the owners. So this is basically for consideration. So now we want to move a resolution that this audit report is adopted and considered. By raising your hands or any counter objection, then. So I think this is also approved unanimously. Chair, please.
The revenues which are due from Plaza are being incorporated in the accounts as receivables. So my question was that is this prudent in the sense that this will depend on the court's decisions in the coming years, coming months or coming years? So are we paying income tax on all these accrued incomes?
Sir,
and if so, can that be avoided?
So income tax is not payable on this income because on the principle of mutuality, because you cannot charge income tax on your own assets. So this is not attracting any income tax. And the auditor has stated in his notes also that this amount is due from Rosedale Plaza, who is not paying, and there is a case, and this matter is sub judice. So when this matter is settled in court, out of court, then only the actual thing. But it is already qualified by the auditor that this sum is not received, and no taxations are involved.
Okay, thank you.
So just one point, income tax we pay only on the other sources of income that are not from the members. So the FD interest, etc., that is taxable. So we pay income tax on the FDs that we have and the interest that we generate, but not from the dues that we pay as members and the rentals that we get. All those other sources of income that are not from the members of the society, we have to pay income tax on that, but not for the dues. So plaza dues don't carry income tax.
Do you pay an income tax on the donations that we get?
No,
No,
no, no.
no.
Do we have to give a GST on that?
GST we have to if it's against a GST bill, yes. If there is a
So why
GST
is that?
invoice.
GST, because they have specific rules and regulation that
That
any,
anybody giving us donation will also be,
because you are not a trust, so it attracts GST.
okay. So what has happened to the thing of us making ourselves into a trust? That is not possible?
Not possible, but this suggestion may be examined. Yes.
So the association itself is under the West Bengal Apartment
Apartment
Owners
Ownership Act.
Association Act. That cannot become a trustee. But if you want to form a separate trust for some other reason, that can be considered. But association cannot become a trust.
Because we are getting a lot of donations. If we are getting the donations, we might as well make it GST free because that will be taking away from the donation. You see, we are getting X amount of money and that is minus Y. So that minus Y will remain with us only.
Right.
I mean, I don't know, it's just a
Somebody needs to check and we need to explore that because trust also comes with its own overhead. So unless it's sizable, substantial,
No, we'll examine
look at that.
so
Let's look at it.
at this moment, I think it is,
call it the Durga Puja Trust or something like that.
Yeah.
yes, that can be examined. And if it is feasible, definitely we can have on that. Now we'll examine, sir. It is not, the discussion point here, not agenda. Let us come. Yes, sir. It can be made a trust, it can be made a society, separate society, everything is possible. But for this, I think this AGM, for that we can have another, after taking into consideration all suggestions, everything, we can have a separate meeting, separate AGM or EGM for this, if at all it is found feasible for this kind of. So this resolution audited financial accounts is over and can, sir.
What is the, what kind of time frame are we looking at to get them?
I'll cover this when, we take legal points.
Okay, fine.
Minutes are being recorded online. First we take agenda number 4, then we'll come to 3. So there is, I'm stepping one agenda number 4. 4 is, we have to appoint auditor again for this 26-27. So Mr. Rohit Podar, the current auditor, has sent his consent. Currently we are paying him 36,000, 25,000 for statutory audit, 11,000 for GST audit. So, but he has indicated an increase and now he wants 35,000 for the statutory audit and 15,000 for GST audit. So if we all agree, we can adopt this resolution, otherwise we have to find another auditor. So I think this resolution is also, see, some chartered accountants are sitting here and smiling. Sir, yes, fees कम है क्या या ज़्यादा है? Mr. Manoj Gupta, हाँ, कम है, अच्छा. $35 plus 15, 50,000. ठीक है. चलिए. So this is over now. Point number 3 is the budget for this 26-27, and I think I'll hand over to Mr. Jyoti Baduri to make this presentation. We finance committee member, I am finance committee member also, so I'll assist him. Me Satyajit will assist.
No, I think, thank you, Manoj. As you can see, this is not very different and you probably can't read it anyway, so wouldn't matter much. if you can look at what has been shared with you, that is the version. The net of it is the CAM remains unchanged. Last year we had to increase, and we have been kind of deliberating that over last couple of years, I would say, to say how can we manage within whatever 298 we had before. And then last year we kind of crossed the tipping point where we said we could not by any means. We have been overrunning that cost for a while. So last year we changed it to 311. This year the budget heads have been largely consistent, with the exception of, you saw that in 25-26, which is the last financial year, the team has been able to contain the costs quite materially. Right, we budgeted 311, we contained it to like 286, the book value, and like 298, 299. So almost within 3 rupees, we were able to manage the society. Now this year there is always some statutory increase in terms of the payroll, the AMCs that we have to renew. Those have been factored in, and it has increased some of our cost profile. The other thing that we have been able to do, by virtue of the fact that we have saved some money last year, we are again using that fund to do some extra work, like Manoj and Shotida said. We are going to have to do road repair. There are some other work that we have factored in. So we have provisioned about 40 plus lakhs. Is it 40 or 50 lakh, Manoj, that we provisioned? 40. So 35 lakhs. So we have added 35 lakhs, which in the past we had to go raise money separately. We all know that, we have all paid that. But this year, given the savings that we have had last year, we are repurposing it, and we will have about 35 lakhs that we have provisioned on top of our regular expenditures and the cost escalations that we typically see year over year. We have been able to squeeze that in and still keep it at 311. We believe that, again, the projections we have made, and assuming we don't get the money from Plaza even this year, then our actual cost per square feet will come to somewhere around 3 rupees 19 per se. But again, we have kept it at 311. Manoj will give an update. I think all efforts are on to recover that money. Finally, the good news is that the NCLT money has started coming in. And one of the big things, I know you can't read it here, but when you open your emails and take time to go through it, you'll see that the other reason why we have been able to accommodate this extra 35 lakhs of expenditure on road repair and other work without raising the CAM is because on the income side, we are expecting an upside. The NCLT money that is flowing in, it's sitting in the fixed deposit. The interest income we are factoring in for the next financial year. So just to give you some numbers, I was looking at it. Last year, our interest income from fixed deposits was about 18 lakhs, okay, for the full year. Next year, we are budgeting about 56 lakhs. So that is a big chunk of money that we are expecting that will come in. I think the signs are good. We have already got quite a bit of money. There's more coming in. And as we invest them and recover the interest money, so that's a big difference that we are factoring in, which will allow us not to raise the CAM, but get some of these urgent things done without raising additional money. Right, so that's an important piece beyond the 311 that you see here. Understand that we are expecting an upside in the interest income for next year. Understand that we are factoring in corresponding amount of 35 lakhs or so of expenditure for road repair and other projects, and that will still keep us at 311. And what this gives us is a little more hope that once we take care of these immediate things that we haven't been able to do so far, over the course of time, as more corpus funds come in and more interest accrues, this will actually impact our CAM favorably for all of us. It's not going to happen this year, given this expenditure and money flowing in, but from next year, we'll definitely look at it, and we'll take it at that. The only other point I'll make is one of the things within the BOM that we have discussed is we have got about, how much money, Manoj, you said, 4 crores that have come in? Yeah, till now, almost 4 crores money has flown in from NCLT. One of the things we have decided is that given our original battle that we started was to recover 7.5 crores of corpus from RDPL, we have decided that until we reach that 7.5 crore of recovery, we are not going to spend from the capital. We are not going to, there are many proposals out there about what we can do with that money. We are actually kind of being a little conservative on that front, saying let's not, spending is easy. We all know how much effort it took Manoj, Ranjanda, a lot of people here to kind of get to this point of where the money has started coming in. So one of the decisions we have made is until we recover the full 7.5 crores, which is what we started off with, we are not going to start making spending decisions on the corpus, okay? We are going to spend the interest that comes in, we'll figure out the best way to use it. We are actually, and you'll hear that shortly in the budget, that we are actually thinking of our past savings that we have made from our operational rigor. This money that we saved last year, there is some prior contingency funds that are sitting there. We are going to use those money to fund some of these projects and capital investments that we need to do. But we are not going to touch the corpus money that's coming in until we hit 7.5 crores so that we have that recovered. And then there is an upside. We are expecting 13, 14 crores. So we will get more than that. And when we get to that point, we should have a discussion about what's the best way of using that money. And in the meantime, we will have to figure out how to keep and retain that money. There is actually a resolution that's coming up shortly, so we'll park that. But happy to take any questions on this. Otherwise, that's our budget. Manoj, what is the total amount?
Total amount receivable is 16.11 crore. 16.11 crore. No, 7.5 is the original 50 rupees per square feet into 14 lakh and odd. So that amount is 7.5 crores. That is the original corpus. So what he is mentioning is that 7.5 crores we will achieve first, we'll make deposit, and thereafter any additional money we can think of, any development projects, etc.
Sure.
In a 1 year time.
Mike.
That also I'll come to, that is,
Just 1 minute, let me complete that. Hello?
Yes, it's on.
audible.
আচ্ছা, hello. Issue হচ্ছে যে what are our plan to recover the CAM amount which was pre-association days and which is more than 1 crore of rupees. What is the plan?
So I'll answer this.
This has been passed on, as we know,
Yeah.
this amount has been passed on the association and this is being held by the owners. In our standard practice, whenever after association formation, whenever the CAM falls due, we take certain action to recover CAM. Now this amount was during RDPL time, and what action are we taking to recover that amount which is more than 1 crore? How much is that balance?
So I'll now, if you're completed, I'll answer. So, total amount was around 2.25 crores. 2.25 crores receivable from the residents, Rosedale Plaza. So out of that, we have already recovered 75 lakhs. 75 lakhs have been paid by the owners to this association directly, and remaining around 1.5 crores. So the maximum amount is due from Rosedale Plaza by the builder, amounting to rupees 35 lakhs on account of non-payment of electricity to the developer, now which has been transferred to us. So we have to, the BOM has to discuss this, and they have to decide a procedure how they will approach the residents and the other people like Rosedale Plaza for recovery of this money.
See, My suggestion will be, since it is not within the association period, but still this is a amount pending and which should come to us as a part of corpus, we can take a resolution in the AGM that we request the owners to pay the amount, and in case of a delay or unwillingness to pay, this will be, we should take the same action as we take for CAM default. And this 75 lakhs also was paid by owners who sold their flats. It is not voluntary.
No, sir, some people voluntarily paid also.
Maybe a few, but most of the cases.
I am the one, sir, I paid voluntarily.
You have paid, good. But
I have not sold my flat.
Exception, but most of the cases, it was when the flats were sold, and we said unless you clear all dues, we will not allow the transfer. And that is how the majority of 75 lakhs have come. And I think we should take some resolution in the AGM which will strengthen the hands of BOM to recover the money, which is quite substantial, 1.5 crores. And this is something, we don't have to wait for anyone, and I'm sure most of the owners will pay once they are told the amount, but in case we may have to take some strong action. My suggestion would be to include this one as one of the resolution in AGM, to take necessary action to recover the money.
Yes, sir. In the past, yes. At the time of taking over, say, in some cases, 1 month CAM is due, some has not paid for 2-3 months, like that.
This due is without interest or with interest? So the interest must have been accumulated a lot.
No, it is without interest, sir.
So that
Nobody has applied interest on that.
एक second. No, अगर if they want to pay, so whether that due will satisfy by the payment of principal only, or that time you will demand the interest also?
No, I think because it has become due to us only recently, so we are not entitled to any interest.
But do we have something on paper?
Yes, paper. Yes, paper.
All assets and liabilities of RDPL are being transferred to RGU.
No. So assets and liability we have taken over by a company, new company. Only this amount they have transferred to us. Okay, you can realize directly. No, we have not taken into account, sir. In this account, we have not considered that. But if this Mr. Ranjan Vasu is suggesting, now we take steps for this.
I think if we inspire them that okay, we will satisfy this due without interest, I think most of the payment will come, because otherwise their interest will get accumulated even if from now on when you have come to know. Although
it has been officially by a document, it has been, and
that's what I'm saying.
by order of NCLT, it has been transferred.
Yeah, that is why I'm saying that individually everyone should be communicated that this much is due. Maybe it has not in.
No, and you know that there is a monitoring committee of this implementation of this resolution plan. And in the last monitoring committee meeting, they will be writing to all the residents that we have transferred this to association, you please pay them directly.
Because many people even might not be having in their mind that they have some due.
No, individually they will inform by attaching their ledger. It was discussed, this issue was discussed in the last monitoring committee meeting of the implementation. There is an implementation committee, monitoring committee it is called. So it was discussed and they said they will write, the monitoring committee will write to all the owners that this money should be paid directly to the association.
Yeah. And
without interest.
Without interest, and you can fix the time or date. Okay, by this date if you pay, it is without interest. Otherwise, now on the interest is applicable. So that at least some sort of hidden penalty is there, and that is legal also from now on when you have taken over the liability. So I think 70-80% payment will come.
So the only other thing everybody should know is what percentage of that outstanding is from Plaza?
35 lakhs.
So
1.5 is 1.5 ए मुद्दे 35 lakhs plaza थी क्या अच्छे due.
अच्छा
हाँ,
No, no, this is net
115.
new. So this liability that we are talking about recovering from owners, know that there is one third of that is sitting with Plaza also.
हाँ, 1.15. हाँ, yes, we have list, it has been officially
list is there.
transferred. हाँ. People, I think, मैं आपको एक मैंने आपको मेरा जो एक ना NCLT का नोट भेजा था उसमें हाँ, पूरी लिस्ट छोड़
But, I
we
guess.
can share that, I think.
Manoj and what Ranjanda said, for the purpose, I think this needs a little bit of analysis.
Maybe if I'm not wrong, around 100,
No,
90,
it is
200.
100, about 200 flats. Some are insignificant amount.
Small amounts, 3,000, 2,000.
So, if I can suggest this thing, that as the monetary committee, as and when they pass on this information to individual flat owners, saying that so much amount is due and you must pay, from that time, we may give a 1 month time for everybody to pay.
60
And
days, sir, is fair enough.
If they
60
don't
days
pay-
fair enough.
Pardon? ठीक है, make it 60 days. ना ना क्यों write up करें? तो 60 after 60 days we take the normal action. What we take for defaulters. Defaulter action should be initiated.
The only thing, Ranjanda, there, and Manoj and you will know better, since this is a due to somebody else, which is in turn getting passed, and now sitting with association, does that create any other challenge, saying, we know Plaza is already challenging, can there be 10 other owners who will come and say, "Acha, for 50,000 rupees, it's not my due to you, you have bought a liability from somebody, it's your problem to settle with them." Are we going to create any other can of worms? That's the only thing I think we should look at, otherwise what you're suggesting is very reasonable, saying give them some
Let
time.
us, Joe, let us try that. If
Right.
challenges or if any, somebody makes an objection, we'll deal one by one.
Correct.
वो तो बात कर लेंगे इसलिए लेट अस स्टार्ट दिस एक्सरसाइज कि ये आपसे ड्यू है प्लीज दे दीजिए 60 दिन में दे दीजिए देयर विल बी नो इंटरेस्ट
Even if it was due to somebody else, that due has been passed on.
passed on and he is writing directly to the owner, he is writing Manoj Sharma ki you pay to the association.
See,
Fair enough. I think let's take that action in here, saying that we should start at least initiating. Who will initiate? Is it association who will have to, or?
No, first they will write letters and they will mark a copy to association that, and they will give, they have already given a list ki this is the pending amount.
And see, as monitoring committee will only inform that you pay, this is a due to your flat and please pay. Next, my suggestion is association gives a letter that this amount you pay within 60 days. Otherwise, we'll start. We may not mention otherwise, but we should take. My suggestion here was, since this is something not in the normal thing to be approved by AGM, so then we have BOM has a more support to implement it.
Fair enough. Let's take a resolution on this, Manoj. Yeah.
We have not recorded in our books too, but we'll record now because it has, as of now, not recorded because it's a recent development.
This is a due to the company that has taken over RDPL as part of this, right? It has not come to us yet. We cannot. That's why they are saying the monetary committee of that NCLT will first inform them, saying.
उनका
it's a-
नाम ही नहीं है सर.
Okay.
सर ये केस टू केस बेसिस बात कर लेंगे, पहले तो जो नॉर्मल है वो तो दें, फिर उसके बाद में केस टू केस बेसिस देख लेंगे.
I think a broad policy decision should be taken and therefore thereafter it should be implemented.
करेक्ट सर.
And whatever cases, exceptions are left should be dealt dealt with exceptional.
Exactly. Sir, very, very correct, sir. We appreciate.
This thing, make a policy decision.
So much appreciated. This is the right thing to do.
Or how many days you are going to give, and thereafter what you are going to do. Set the procedure, and thereafter deal with the matter that I think most of almost all the residents are now abiding. If
And-
there are
Yeah, yeah.
exceptions, there are always going to be exceptions in a society.
ठीक.
Let's deal with the exceptions separately.
This
Ekdam
actually.
correct.
This, happened when there was a transition from RDPL to the association, and there was a confusion. And
Whom
there
to
was a
pay?
lot of write-ups that time that don't pay for these 1 or 2 months, because we were all confused whether to pay the association or whether to pay RDPL.
Right, sir.
So I myself held back for about 2 months. I didn't pay any CAM. Then about 2 years ago, I got a email from the liquidator of RDPL
To pay.
saying that so much is your due for 2 months, and it exactly matched my records. So I voluntarily paid,
Okay.
right? Though that one and cleared my this thing with the liquidator.
But if you have,
I
then
think
you are out of the list.
many people, because since it was voluntary, many people did not pay. So, but they know all the time that yes, the amounts are due.
Thank you,
That's how
thank
it
you,
is.
Sudip.
I think you have to circulate that list to everybody. So
Ah,
if
yes.
somebody is like this, Shudipda's case, that you have already paid to somebody else.
No,
they
if we
can.
didn't
Lot of
pay,
people
then they
didn't
will-
pay.
they removed it.
Yeah.
Because there was write-up going on in emails and, these groups and WhatsApp groups and all that don't pay right now, hold on, because we were not sure whether our accounts will be credited by the association if we pay RDPL, and so on and so forth.
Okay. So Manoj, should we just take a resolution saying?
No, in this books it is not.
Oh, wait.
No, it is it has been officially legally passed on to us now, this year. So we can take.
Manoj, just take a resolution.
ठीक है, हो गया. ठीक है सर.
Okay, let's take a resolution on this, Manoj.
Yeah, that. So the resolution is we will inform.
मिलने को कुछ नहीं है 35 लाख पहले वसूलिए ना नहीं तो एक बार एक कोर्ट केस लाने पड़िएगा आप लोग नया नया
क्या करेंगे सर? क्या करेंगे सर? 16 करोड़ तो लड़के ही आया है.
कितना साल से केस लड़ रहा है
मिला ना अभी
वैसे ही आएगा सर.
how you can get the money
सर सब कोर्ट है, कोई सरकारी विभाग नहीं है.
ठीक है. Let's
So-
take the resolution.
So the resolution, please sir.
Okay.
No, please first. No, we will. Ranjita will discuss that also when we take up the issues, but at this moment,
छोड़िएगा हम कोर्ट केस में जो एक्सपेंडिचर है उसके बाद
ठीक है.
ठीक है.
पिछले बार भी
तो आपका उसका भी टाइम आएगा. So the resolution is association will approach the owners showing their dues and request them to pay within 60 days. And failing which defaulter action will be initiated. This is the
Show of hands.
resolution.
Show of hands.
Show of hands, please.
Do everybody agree? Okay.
Public, yes, we'll make the list public.
Everybody? Anybody saying no? Any objections to that? Okay, so nobody says. Hold on. Huh? Mike.
Because no one knows how much is outstanding for one particular flat. First, please circulate that,
Yes.
then see whether any dispute is there or not.
No, that
I
will
don't
take
have
case
due.
by case, sir.
I know I don't have any due, but if I get a list of say 10 months due, I will definitely raise an objection.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that opportunity should be given. to
Yes,
each party.
opportunity will be given.
Okay. All right. So just before, can we close this topic? There's only one point Shotyajita pointed out and I missed, which is very important. If you go back a year, when we switched our CAM from 298 to 311, there were a set of about 100 flats, which is 3 BHK, that came under the purview of GST. So in the past, there were about 198 flats, which is 4 BHK and above, who have always paid GST from the inception of AOA. But when we moved from 298 CAM to 311, there are another 100 flats, which were 3 BHK, that fell under the purview. And since then, there has been a lot of conversation. So they are all paying GST now for the last 3 quarters, right? Because we had it end of Q1 last year, then Q2, Q3, Q4 of last financial year, they have been paying. But one thing we as association, and I'll personally take that also along with all the BOM members, is we have not been able to figure out a way to credit the GST input for those 100 flats, roughly 100 flats that were 3 BHK, who were paying GST but not getting the input credit back or the prorated input credit back. The 4 BHK flats, they always paid and they always got it back, and they continue to get it back. Now you may wonder what is the reason, why are these 100 flats so special? Why did others get it and these 100 flats didn't? And there have been number of queries, concerns, offline conversations I know many of us have had, but just for the record, I think it's important that everybody knows that the problem we had with the 3 BHK flats is once we changed from 298 to 311, the amount of prorated credit that we get, okay, remember what's our GST when you pay GST, it's about 18%. So on 3 rupees 11 paise, your GST comes to roughly about 55 paise ke aspas that you pay extra, whoever is paying GST. Now, the problem that happens is our prorata credit hovers between 35 paise to 48 paise, somewhere in that range. We never get the full money back of 54 paise, but somewhere in that range depending on how much input credit we get from the government. And in case of these 100 flats, the problem became is our practice has always been that we collect GST from in a particular quarter. Let's say in Q2 we collect for 3 months. We do our filing, we get our input credit back, and then based on the actual input credit that we get, that 40 paise, let's assume, we pass it on the following quarter. So if I pay in Q2, I get back that credit in Q3 for the prior quarter actual. So for 4 BHK flats, even if I get the 40 cents or 40 paise credit, I still remain within the GST ambit. So they are consistently getting the credit but continues to pay GST every quarter. For these 100 flats, we found ourselves in a precarious situation that the minute, so for 311, they are falling within the 7,500 plus threshold where we have to collect GST from them. But the minute in the following quarter, we give them 40 paise credit, they fall below 7,500. And you can't charge them GST anymore. And they fall below. And as soon as they fall below, let's say in Q2 you pay GST, in Q3 I give you 40 paise credit, then you fall below, you don't pay GST. In Q3 again, you don't get that 40 paise credit because you didn't pay the prior quarter, so you are again back under the GST ambit. It just becomes a nightmare. It becomes very unpredictable, uncertain, unmanageable for the association, for the filings, for the individuals to plan, saying what am I supposed to pay? Every month, sometimes I'm paying more, sometimes I'm paying less. So we talk to our auditors, we talk to some GST experts saying what is our recourse for that. We haven't been able to get a very good answer from anywhere. So what we have decided now is first, for the last year, last financial year, those 100 flats have paid for 3 quarters because we had it in the month of May, June. So Q1 was gone. So Q2, Q3, Q4, they have paid GST without getting any refund. So everybody has paid it. We have actually, while we haven't credited it back to the owners, we have provisioned that money in our book of liability. So we haven't spent this or given that away to somebody else. That money is sitting with the association. What we are going to do is, for the money they have paid in Q2 and Q3, of last year, they are supposed to get credit in Q3 and Q4. So for those 2 quarters, the apportioned credit, we are writing a credit memo now, and you should get that for those 2 quarters. The average will be around, I would say, somewhere around 40 cents, 40 paise per square feet per month. That is the amount of credit that you will get. We are not going to adjust your GST bills. You will continue to pay 311, but we will issue a separate credit note to you for that amount, which will go directly to your advance account in MyGate. And the next time, if you don't take that money away or move that money, next time the following month CAM bill is raised, the way our MyGate is set up is it always checks the advance. If you have money in the advance, it first consumes that and then it issues the bill. So that money will get directly moved to your account, advance account in MyGate for the 2 quarters. And then in the next bill that gets raised, it will consume from there and get adjusted. Okay, and we will do on a go forward basis. This is such a cumbersome process. We are not going to do every quarter. We are going to do on a half yearly basis going forward. So every 2 quarters later, you should have a credit. We will calculate that, compute that, and put that in. But that's the best way we could figure out to avoid this problem that we have created for ourselves now, saying if you charge them, you pay one rate, next month you fall off, and then you have to do something else. So I just wanted to make sure everybody knows, because I know this is something that that has been discussed but hasn't happened. If there are any questions, I'm happy to answer.
To add to Joy, the total amount payable is 8,70,000, which is shown as advance in the next bill, and it will be reduced from the CAM charges.
Just for guidance, Finance Committee, Tower 4, there is a Deputy Commissioner GST staying. In Tower 4, there is South Indian gentleman, Mr. Ram.
Okay.
He is a IRS officer. He is a Deputy Commissioner in GST. He will be very helpful if you go.
We should go and talk. But we had spoken to somebody here. No?
Yes.
Who was that? Rameshji, you remember? We had spoken to somebody, another person. না না পোদ্দার না এখানেই একজন থাকতেন ওকে ওকে we'll connect
with them.
Thank you for providing them.
Okay, unless there is any other question, we should move on.
So we have to take this resolution that budget is approved, CAM rate is fixed at 3.11 for the year 25-26. Sorry, 26-27. So by raising of hands, we approve this. Any no? Any no on this? So 3.11 is approved, budget is approved for 25-26. Sorry. It's 26-27. Now we come to our last agenda. Any other point? So I'll take first point by myself, that investment of this corpus fund. This corpus fund is swelling. Till now we have 5 crore rupees and it will increase during the year. So investment of that, till now we have invested in FDs. FD is on a yield 6% interest, and as an association we have to pay 40% tax. So net is 3.6. So there are suggestions now. The Apartment Ownership Act has permitted and in mutual funds, firstly the return is higher, and number 2 is taxation. If it is long term, 12.5%. If it is short term, 20%. The chartered accountants available here, I think, will vouch for me. So if this is any suggestion on this, or not equity, is a balanced mutual funds, equity as well as debt, because debt mutual funds are taxed at 40%. If you invest in pure debt mutual fund, it is 40% tax rate, and the rate of interest is around 6-7% only, not much. So it has to be a mixed mutual funds.
Technical issue, I think it should be given to some 3, 4, 5 chartered accountants, let them zero on.
Sir, you are right, we'll do that, but we need a principal approval from this. No, but sir, which mutual fund we have to apply, where to invest, that is, experts will advise. But we need a permission from this AGM to do that. In principle, so that ki our rates,
Part of the corpus percentage wise could be invested in all these ventures. That is a part of the strategy now.
Yes.
So I think the house should improve a percentage accordingly.
Yeah. I think, yeah. I don't, I think association should be conservative. I think we should continue with fixed deposits because fixed deposit interest rates are also going to go up now. Government of India already, signaling because of inflation coming
But
and all
the
that.
main issue is income tax. Income tax rate is 40%.
We should not go in for any investments which are variable, where the thing can go down and nobody can predict mutual funds. Today another war.
No, they are, sir, they are risk associated with investment in mutual funds, that is for sure. But if you see the last 7 years trend, 7 or even 10 years trend, the returns ROI is much better. In some cases 14-15% ROI is there. So we should not be that conservative.
Perhaps,
It is, again, my personal.
perhaps it's contingent. It's contingent on this thing. I think we should be conservative and that's my personal opinion for associations. As far as your personal wealth is concerned, you can plan as you wish.
That is okay.
But not in associations' wealth. We should have predictability.
ठीक है, sir. Let us hear from other people
We should be
also.
fully secured.
So let us hear from other people. Well taken. Huh? Yes, sir. 4 से भी कम है. 3 point something.
That
50, 35, they are different. 65, 35, 50, 50. And we have one expert, Mr. Kothari, he's.
Let's hear from experts.
Actually, if you invest in balanced advantage funds, so they have an exposure of 65% equity and 35% debt. And if you see the returns of balanced advantage funds over a period of last 25-30 years, HDFC Bank, they are having a balanced advantage fund and ICICI is also having. So they have a history of around 20-25 years. And if you see the rolling returns of those funds for any period of 4 to 5 years, so every 5 years, there has not been a negative return any period. Even in 2008, when there was a crisis period, so the returns have been positive, and it has beaten our FD returns, which is net of interest only around 3.5 to 4%. So balanced advantage fund, I think, is the best choice, and the equity exposure is not more than 65, and debt is 35.
Okay. মাইকটা কোথায় মাইকটা নিয়ে এসো ওকে
What about the car parking that were also forfeited in the list? What happened to them?
Say again, Pranjita.
What about the apartments? There were 2 or 3 apartments listed in the foreclosure. and there were some car parkings.
So while Manoji has gone to the wash, he will come back. But to the best of my knowledge, okay, go ahead.
Not flat selling, NCRT flat, there was forfeited, right? Some in Tower 6.
So there were few parkings and few flats. That's what the question is.
The flats have been, it is the property of the new owner. And as I understand, he is selling the flats. 2 cases, I think he has already sold, balance he is in the process of selling. Association has got no role in that.
So we are not getting.
Yeah, no, Ranjita, just to make, okay.
See, the offer is they will give a lump sum amount, which Manojji mentioned, and they will sell the flats. So they both cannot come, obviously. So they will sell and parking also, as I understand, they are selling for 5 lakhs per. So anybody interested can buy. Oh, sorry. I didn't know that. So,
I thought it was at the disposal of the association.
No.
Manojji.
So just to summarize what Manoj just said, just to summarize, we are liable, we have been given a sum of 16.11 crore. That's the settled amount that the new company which has taken over RDPL will pass on to us. What they do, how they do, that's their headache. So selling of open parking space, selling of the flats which were unsold, that's not our headache. That has not been passed. Anything you want to add?
So yes, explain this.
Actually, we were thinking about guest parking for the associations, maybe 20.
I was coming to that.
Okay.
So suggestions have come that this complex doesn't have guest parking facilities.
First you complete this resolutions, you are going into other questions. First complete the resolution.
Okay. The mutual funds. So what was, I was outside. Thanks Pankaj. So.
I think there is a question there. Please go ahead.
Yes sir. Please.
It's quite some time that we are.
It's a bit louder please. Yeah. Mic close to your mouth.
With regard to the corpus being invested.
Mike is turn it on.
Now you can talk. Keep it closer.
With regard to the corpus, what is being discussed for investment in mutual funds, can we not assess whether this registered housing society has the appetite to take that risk? First decision should be taken on that.
That is what we are asking.
Then I feel
this resolution is whether we should go or we should not go.
How much appetite you have to take the risk, being a registered housing society. Next, with regard to the other features of the mutual funds.
That's the resolution we are taking, whether we should go or we should not go. So I think. বলুন দাদা একটু মাইকে বলুন শোনা যাচ্ছে না
ওই যে মাইকটা দাও
Are we just considering mutual or PMS as well?
No, what I'm saying is this resolution seems a bit too open-ended. You see, all of us don't have the same appetite of risk. Now, if you asked me, I would say, yeah, go ahead. But then we are speaking for a body of people.
So we are trying to come to a consensus.
Yeah, but you need to say something, that we will do it in these kind of funds.
Okay.
This is the maximum limit.
So, okay.
This is the maximum
Need to hear
whether maximum amount.
Yeah.
Exactly.
ठीक है मिस्टर चौधरी प्लीज
What is the amount? What is the amount exactly?
ठीक है एक बार मिस्टर चौधरी आप कुछ बोलना चाहिए ठीक है मिस्टर चौधरी
Are we considering PMS as well? PMS?
No. No PMS. So we, sir, please listen. Ashish, please listen. We have made some calculation also. And we deliberated on these things. Even we invited Anand Rathi also, and Mr. Alok Kothari also is one of the experts. So we have discussed with him also. So suggestion is go for good balanced mutual funds. Balanced mutual funds like ICICI, HDFC Bank, they have done very well. Their last 5 years return, every 5 years. For last 25 years we analyzed and the returns are around 12-13%. And if, हाँ जी, नहीं, after tax नहीं पहले. Please.
See, there is a big advantage of tax if you see the mutual funds and the fixed versus the fixed deposits. In mutual funds, the taxation is very, very efficient. In fixed deposit, as an association, you will pay 40% of tax and you will get a return of only 3.5%. Now, in mutual fund, what happens is, unless you sell the mutual funds, the amount is not taxable. Let's say if you have invested 1,000 rupees and it has become 5,000 rupees in 5 years or maybe 7 years. So you don't pay any tax unless you redeem the fund. So once you redeem and when your requirements is there, the requirements are slow for some other thing, you will need slowly. You are not going to redeem the whole corpus at one go. So the taxation is very, very efficient and the tax is only on the capital gains. So if you have put in 1,000 and you have made 5,000, when you redeem, only 4,000, which is the capital gain, is taxable. At the same and that rate is 12.5%, which is capital gains. Now in FD, no, there is no indexation. There is no indexation. There is no indexation. Straight 12.5% tax will be there, and which is much less than a FD tax of 40%. So that's why one of the cases is that mutual fund, balanced funds are very, very tax efficient, and on a return basis, last 25 years, the 5-year rolling return has been always positive, even in 2008.
Thank you. So can I make a suggestion? Correct. I think if I can make a suggestion, because see, like I think Tarunavada and somebody was saying, everybody's investment approach is different, philosophy is different, risk appetite is different, so we can keep discussing this. I think what I just confirmed.
Such issues should be given proper,
Thinking.
proper presentation on the same, and thereafter they should be decided.
Fair enough.
Like that GST issue on contribution which is made by the outsiders and all that. That issue was also raised on 1 or 2 earlier occasions also, and the society is assured that this matter will be looked into. Thereafter, that matter was never looked into. You see, the point is that action-oriented, now you have brought it. Many of the people may be uncomfortable with mutual funds.
Correct.
How many people have invested mutual funds? How many people understand what is the difference between a hedge fund, what is the debt, what is equity, what is other things? So you see, you need to think like a layman. Come like a layman and make a presentation that this is what it is and this is what we are scheming in. Because even the governments are investing money, that retirement benefits and other, pension-linked schemes. From there also government decided to put in funds
Exactly.
in, mutual funds and all these instruments, even in equity also. But then those parameters have to be clearly spelled out. कि भाई आपका 100 रुपया है, ऐसा नहीं है भाई 100 का 100 लगा दे रहे, 5 रुपए लगा रहे हैं, 10 रुपए लगा रहे, और 10 रुपए में ऐसे डायनेमिक्स है, इसमें लगा रहे, so that अब most of the people may not be understanding कि ये जो है big fund क्या है, middle वाला क्या है, lower वाला क्या है, what are the risks involved? I don't know. So these technicalities, that is why I said that some person should critically examine these issues, a group of people who are expert, thereafter make a presentation, or वो जो बनाया trust वाला, that should be examined. And one should come to a conclusion that putting thappa on this regulation is not the key. There are minor issues, other issues also which needs to be looked into.
Right.
Sir,
We have already,
sir, sir, intention is, sir, please, intention is to maximize returns on the investment with, money should grow with utmost safety. So we have discussed in the BOM, we look at around 8.5 net income, 8.5% net income from the funds which are secure. But I think because for deployment of this corpus fund, we thought that we seek an approval from the AGM also. No, that we can restrict. This is just a suggestion.
So एक काम करते हैं sir. I think can I just intervene? Otherwise we'll get stuck here. You are absolutely right that this has no boundaries to it, right? And how far and how much. The intent, I'll tell you, the intent of putting this out was because till date the Association Act did not allow anything more than SBI and a few bank FDs. The Association Act now officially allows mutual fund investment, right? So that is the first change why this has been brought out. Is this something we as a society want to even consider? That is the whole purpose. This is not to say that, okay, you can do 0 or 100. Yes. I don't think. Yep. Correct. No, you are absolutely right. This is exactly what we have discussed in the BOM. नहीं है, but mutual fund अभी mention किया है. Okay. So act does not restrict. Okay. So I think, I mean, again, let's move forward on this. Can I say that maybe if this resolution doesn't make sense, that's not the intent saying we get either 0 or 100. I can see how this can be read. But could we say that, okay, in principle, AGM allows BOM to work out different options and present back with maybe an online poll or something where everybody gets a suggestion and gets a point of view of what's the risk versus return, what's the threshold of equity, etc. Right? At least get that in, otherwise the teams can't progress. They have talked to people.
Hello. Joy. Mics are not at all. Yes.
No, सर एक चीज देखिए, आप सब लोग म्यूचुअल फंड जानते हैं मोरलेस. म्यूचुअल फंड में क्या लिखा है? पास्ट परफॉर्मेंस डजंट गारंटी फ्यूचर रिटर्न्स, म्यूचुअल फंड इज सब्जेक्ट टू मार्केट रिस्क. ये सब तो हम एसोसिएशन क्या बोलेंगे, कोई टीम क्या बोलेगा, कोई एक्सपर्ट आपको क्या बोलेगा. दैट इज द नेचर ऑफ द बीस्ट. आई थिंक वी आर नॉट हियर. हाँ, correct. So that is what, for now, I understand teams have talked to multiple such partners to say what are their propositions. Let the teams work on it, come back and let's take a resolution that we'll come back with an online poll.
No, he said that 18 lakhs বেশি forever বলছে 50 লাখ ইন্টারেস্ট পাবে যদি মিউচুয়াল ফান্ডে করে তো আসবে না. আপনি
redraft resolution 5 and say that we'll come back with an opinion poll. See, there are
No, sir,
examine the matter. Perfect.
Sir, yes. For the time being, sir, can I suggest something for the time being? So we invest around 50% in the base mutual funds After discussing in the BOM, we take a BOM resolution and 50% in the FDs.
No, no. Manoj, it's very high. Joy, should not be allowed.
50% in mutual fund is very high.
Very high.
And the turmoil which is going on in the oil prices and other, your money may be reduced to half. Maybe in the long term, it will always give you a return. But in the long term, and we should, it is the society.
So let's take an option, Manoj. I don't think we are in a position to say 20, 40, 60 right now. Let's take that resolution, redraft it. Anand, do you want to just redraft this, saying examine?
So,
Correct.
So, Joy.
Yes.
Just one, the whole purpose is to reduce our CAM. I think that's the sole objective, that utilize our.
One second, let's pay attention to the question.
See, Joy, what I heard in one of your statements, you mentioned that this year we earn an interest of 18 lakhs. And you're assuming that this year, coming year, you're going to earn 50 lakhs. So if you are just investing in mutual fund, that money will never come in real time. So let's,
the purpose.
So this is a society. We have to run for the CAM purpose, not for making money in future. Tomorrow you may sell the flat, you will not get the benefit. I may sell off and move out from here. I don't get the benefit. I want my CAM to be more efficient. So the whole purpose.
That's a very good point. I mean, I may be an owner today, but sell my flat 2 years later. Why do I care about 10-year return? Right?
So kindly look into the whole before suggesting. Right. That amount is secured. Joy, we have a lot of senior citizens here.
Yes.
In this society, we have a lot of senior citizens. My mom doesn't even invest in mutual fund. So how can she allow her money to be invested over here? So I don't agree to it. Let's everybody's appetite will not be same.
Yes.
Excuse me.
Get the money.
I have a point.
Okay.
Can we as an association invest the money in real estate property inside the campus? Buying one or two flats?
We can.
I think investment.
That return is even lower, remember. The return is even lower. Oh, allowed also nahi hai. Very good.
See, I just wanted to tell you a little background of it.
Options means?
Hello. See, I just wanted to give you a background. Investment by the investment in the any fund by the association is controlled that it has to be Indian Trust Act. There is a list of places where you can put money and we can put only there. We just like that, like buying a real estate or things like that, we cannot do because that is not in the trust list. What has been added recently is mutual fund has been added in the list as a type of investment which we can do. So we are allowed to invest in mutual fund. Year back we are not allowed. That is number one. Number two, days are changing. My father never invested in share market. He used to call it a fatka. He had all in the fixed bank savings interest. Today, we are very much in fatka. We know what are the risks, how to play, and we are very comfortable. Rather, for one, I don't have a single fixed deposit in any bank. So anyway, that will change with people. And even if you see in our PF, when we are government employees, the government has instructed it has to be only in government security bonds. Today, even in the PF Act has been modified, and I am not sure, about 15 or 20% is allowed to be invested in 5%, maybe. pension fund and they are allowed to invest in share market. So there's a changing, just like this trust fund as also, and as has been discussed, the most safe is the balance advance, where, see, the equity will go up and down, but the 30% debt fund, that will always give you a fixed return. So that will, it will not be as attractive as the equity mutual fund, but it is balanced. It does not go down. So in my opinion, we should agree to the balance advance fund, or if there is hesitation, we can go for a voting. Because I just don't want to wait for 1 year to call another AGM to decide.
Okay, just 1 second, just to give an example, because this is what we have learned, and this is the fact actually, so that it gives you some comfort, probably some examples. All the prominent society, most of the prominent societies like Urbana, Avenida, they are already into this. Their fund is already being managed by the corporates in the mutuals. So I mean, if it matters.
Yeah. Okay, sorry, go ahead. So in the previous AGMs, it was discussed that when we receive funds from NCLT, it will be used to provide individual meters to each flat, domestic meters. So what happened to that plan?
So his question is on the individual meters, saying when we get the money for corpus. So what that is parked for now, because until we get 7.5 crores, no expenditure.
But how is this number decided? Like, why is this decision not made in the AGM?
Which decision?
7.5 CR.
7.5 CR is our corpus that we.
You are saying that we won't touch the money till we get back 7.5 CR. So who decided that?
That is the decision, because that is what we are fighting for.
No, I know that.
Yes.
But why won't we use that money before, like till we get 7.5?
It's
No, but
it's
we
your
already-
money
No, but
that
we
you have
already
paid.
have a contingency fund of 2 CR plus.
Yes, it was decided in the AGM.
7.5 crore was decided in the AGM itself, not last year, 2-3 years back, because this fight is going on to recover the money for last 6 years. Right, so that has been the goal, saying we recover, then we decide the spending options, but not start spending hoping that we will get the money someday. That is the principle that we have discussed, and now finally after 6 years, money has started flowing in. So that's the only point. It's not a new decision.
So we will be investing only till we get back 7.5, right?
Yeah. Until we recover our corpus that we wanted, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, so does this, Anand, do you want to just read the resolution that has been rephrased, because I understand varying degrees of opinion?
Which Ranjana suggested, whether we go for voting, whether we should.
Without the specifics?
No, without specification. In principle, then we will present where we are investing.
So that is what it is, no? So read that, Anand, you. Which one? Hold on, it is, so okay, let me read. Resolve that in principle, approval is granted by general body to BOM on 2 counts. Right, one is to work out options about what investments in mutual fund could look like, and second is to present the options and reconvene to decide. That is the approval, not to invest.
Now when the BOM sits down to look at the options and decides arbitrarily.
No, they don't. That's the second part. Can we do?
See, just a minute.
For 1 year, come back and.
See, my suggestion is maybe in a month's time, BOM should work it out, circulate it through MyGate and other forum, and
do an online poll.
And arrange an online poll. We can have different options that we will have investment, yes, no, and also type of mutual fund, like that, and whatever.
So
is the major-
present reconvene টাকে চেঞ্জ করে দাও, present the options and conduct an online poll. Yeah. हाँ हाँ तो ऑनलाइन कंडक्ट एंड ऑनलाइन पोल कर
You
दो
call online poll in next 2 to 3 months time.
इन नेक्स्ट 3 मंथ्स कर दो
See, within 1 month
अरे
or
बाबा
1 to 2
इन
months
इन
time.
3 मंथ्स 4 वीक कर लो 2 वीक कर लो आप
Then, say, you get right
ठीक है
that.
मेरा एक छोटा सा ऑब्जर्वेशन है और एडवाइस है, एक छोटा सा ऑब्जर्वेशन है कि जैसे मनोज जी का सजेशन था कि 50% को हम बैलेंस फंड में लगाते हैं, उसका 65% इक्विटी होता है, तो ऑलमोस्ट टोटल फंड का केवल 30% एक्सपोजर है इक्विटी में, टोटल कॉर्पस का केवल 30% एक्सपोजर। जब गवर्नमेंट इवन स्मॉल लेबर्स का और जो लो इनकम सोसाइटी का पैसा अगर थोड़ा रिस्क एक्सपोजर में डाल रहा है, दे हैव ऑल्सो डन देयर होमवर्क की ऐसा हिस्ट्री है कि किसी का लॉस नहीं होता है। तो वी एज ए एफ्लुएंट सोसाइटी हम लोग को तो थोड़ा रिस्क एपेटाइट बढ़ाना ही चाहिए। तो आया ना, जैसे 50% में आपका ऑलमोस्ट 30% ही तो हो रहा है। और अब तो अगर आप देखेंगे रूरल इन्वेस्टमेंट भी म्यूचुअल फंड में लोग कर रहे हैं।
ओके
उनका रिस्क एपेटाइट हम लोग से ज्यादा है।
अच्छा पास द माइक तरुण भैया। So the act does not specify or limit. Act just says this is also an allowed instrument going forward.
Even act has allowed,
So we will have to put that cap.
and for information, act has allowed direct investment in equities of companies who have 5,000 crore market capitalization and they are 3A rated.
So is this passed? Can we pass it or pass the resolution by show of hands? How many saying yes? Yes. Yes. How many saying okay? Hands down, please. How many saying no? We should not do at all. Hands down. How many should saying no? We should not even consider, evaluate. One. I think Moinak, the way I see it is what you are saying needs to be fed into the consideration, because the purpose could be I could invest in a dividend share, in a dividend fund that I get the money today. Correct. No, it can come in real. No? That's in your hand. That is in association's hand. No, true, but no, but we have put 56 lakhs of emergency. Yes, we have. So that may come. I think. Hold on. Let me answer. Let me answer. What is negative? Today it's 76. No. So we can have this discussion. This is a very interesting discussion. But please look at authorizing these options, and then you look at, because what we are saying is it's a balance between income versus asset growth, right? How do I ensure my income? Okay. So this is past. Any no's to this? I saw 2 no's so far. 2 no's. Let's record the 2 no's. 3 no's. Okay. 5 no's to even evaluate options. Huh? No, there is no problem, I think.
Where is the problem in calling a meeting after examining the issue and answering every question? That this is going to be the corpus fund, this is what is the amount we are going to invest, these are the nature of funds we are going, these are the questions people are asking.
So what are you saying, sir? That is the proposal.
Proposal is not drafted accordingly. You
Why?
write that in principle, the matter has been decided कि वही invest करेगा, and we will examine the matter and make up a detailed presentation after 3 months or so.
Correct.
By a committee of experts or ये वो जो who knows about
Right.
Sir, but इस decision के लिए 3 months क्या दरकार है? 1 month is good enough. हाँ, और नहीं तो जिंदगी भी कम है. I think
So where
I
is?
think they are ready now, but they on the taking the sense of
No,
doubt.
I am trying to see where is that not, is it the online poll that is making people worried? Because that is exactly what you said, that is what is captured here. In principle what?
What you have written, this options, you will say not resolved till these are discussed. Yes.
So this is the resolution is to allow authorized BOM to do this analysis and present. Okay, so correct the language please. ठीक है. Okay, this is not authorization to invest. This is authorization to evaluate.
So Ratnadeep, in the AGM we take a resolution, and that is why the word resolve is coming in. What is the resolution? The resolution is you are allowing BOM to do the study, come out with the options. The second part is present the options, and you are resolving that let BOM allow to study and present the options back to you, and then you tell us. Yeah, that is what we are all trying to say
here.
So in that case, I remove the term in principle.
So change it to say resolve that general body authorizes BOM to do this. প্রথম লাইনটা নিয়ে
Does it read good? Okay.
Work out options, examine the options.
Okay.
all of us examine the options. Let's move.
Sir, is there a question? No. Hey, mic ta de re. Ore, हाँ.
See,
On the fly resolution is changed? Okay.
what I'd like
So
to
do
suggest,
we all agree to what is written here, or any further changes? Okay, thank you.
Sorry, go ahead.
what I would like to suggest is, it is different diversified opinions will be coming up. There will be diversified opinions about this because it is a sensitive issue of return on investment and risk factors involved in it. In any corpus, there has to be a division. Fixed deposit cannot be ignored completely.
Not decide, I think this should be evaluate the above options. Evaluate the above options within a time frame.
Excuse me.
Not decide. No, decision is with the body. Evaluate.
BOM presents the option, decision is going to be taken by.
Otherwise, the online board, you are giving options to the owners to evaluate the proposals. This side is very strong.
Why there is a midway disruption on this?
Because you're presenting some options. You're presenting some options to the owners, and then letting the owners evaluate those options, and then come out with their opinions or whatever through the online.
I think There looks like there is quite a few diverse opinions in here. Could we, Anant, could we say that I think there is some nervousness here saying you put it in a poll, some people understanding, not understanding, they decide and by majority decision we go do something, good, bad, ugly. So would it make sense to say that, okay, we present options, 30 days, 45 days, whatever it is, for people to evaluate, express their opinion, but we create a forum like this again, where we make the decision, right? I mean, that way, if there are any live questions, anything else.
See, I have not completed.
Mic is not on.
सर एनुअल जनरल मीटिंग में तो इतना अटेंडेंस है, ईजीएम में आप क्या एक्सपेक्ट कर रहे हैं? कोरम भी नहीं होगा। ईजीएम में 10 आदमी नहीं आएंगे। अरे ईजीएम तो ईजीएम का लॉ के हिसाब से होगा ना, कोरम ही नहीं होगा।
Audible now.
ओपिनियन वो जो आप ऑनलाइन पोल में हाँ ना बोलिए ना, उसमें 100% 80% आएगा। आज एजीएम में अटेंडेंस कुछ नहीं है, एक बार एडजॉर्न हुआ है, क्या आएगा एजीएम? कुछ नहीं आनी है। आप ऑनलाइन में 80% ओपिनियन आएगा, लोग बैठे बैठे डाल देंगे हाँ भाई हाँ या ना।
अच्छा, ओके, लेट मी सम अप एज फार एज माय ओपिनियन इज कंसर्न।
मेरा एक सही है दादा, अंदर आप अपना ये जो बोल रहे इवेल्युएट ना, वो पहला पॉइंट के लिए ठीक है, बॉम इवेल्युएट करेगा, बाकी लोग को एग्जामिन करने दीजिए, वो इवेल्युएट, एक एक आदमी बैठ के थोड़ी इवेल्युएट करेगा, आप लोग इवेल्युएट करिए और उसके बाद दे दीजिए कि भैया आप लोग एग्जामिन करके हाँ ना बोलिए।
One suggestion, even for poll, say my suggestion is conduct in my gate, and my gate has the option of open poll. So you know who have voted for and against. Maybe some people are concerned that if you conduct online poll, maybe result may be changed. So you have an open poll, so at the end you know how many have voted, how many have voted for, how many have voted against. So then there will be no question whether the poll was conducted rightly or wrongly. My suggestion is conduct online poll.
Does it make sense to do that MyGate poll? But then before we actually pull the trigger, should we convene? Whether it's a special general meeting, whether it's a town hall, whether it's something where you have a live discourse, is it?
You will only lose time, wastage of time है, कोई जनरल मीटिंग कोई नहीं आने वाला है। आजकल कंपनियां एजीएम कर रही है वर्चुअल।
हेलो,
अब कहाँ है?
Hello, 1 minute, after all this discussion, we are feeling that in general, some people are not comfortable. So why not we call a special general meeting? After all this evaluation, we meet again and take the final call. Whatever. No, it matters a lot. It matters a lot.
No, it doesn't matter. I tell you, then lot of objection will come. Only 10 people were there and it was decided. That more objection will come. Better put it online.
See,
and I tell you that online response will be 80 to 90%. And EGM में 10 आदमी नहीं आएंगे, डिसाइड कर देंगे, तो बाद में और भारी बवाल होगा।
Sir, to summarize, sir, to summarize, the bomb will. इसीलिए हम समरी कर रहे हैं। सर 1 मिनट सुन लीजिए। सर वी हैव heard you, please hear us. No problem, but please. सर कोरम नहीं होगा सर, अब बैठिए ना सर प्लीज।
नहीं सर, हिस्ट्री है, ये एडजॉर्न एजीएम है सर जी, ये एडजॉर्न एजीएम है, कोरम के अभाव में ये एडजॉर्न मीटिंग है।
उदय जी
होता है,
उदय जी, सर आई एम समराइजिंग दिस, आई एम समराइजिंग दिस, विल एग्जामिन द proposals, various proposals, will place through an open poll through MyGate. People have to vote because sir, you may be right, but calling again EGM will not be possible because there will not be a quorum first. Only 10-15 people will attend and there will be not a feasible decision. So instead of that, there is an open poll for everybody. All the owners, they will decide and... Okay.
It seems that there are some people who still doesn't go by the options that are given by us. I think it looks rational. However, some people want more details before it comes out.
So that is why we'll explain everything.
Now, we can also think of another approach while the government team, others are doing on that, activity. I mean, people like Savji, he was telling something, and there are 3-4 other people, Dr. Devi is there. If they are, concerned, let them come and join the bomb team and understand.
ठीक है, we will decide that, sir. Please.
We can publish it.
No, if feasible, we will invite other people also. No problem in that. So, no, we are resolving through an online poll because here I think. Good. आगे बढ़ते सर. Now yes. ठीक है. चलिए. No. हाँ. Sudeep bhai, still you are no or yes for this? Okay. Online poll, it will be decided through online poll. ठीक है, okay. देंगे, खत्म करेंगे. हाँ. और क्या? ये तो बता ही दिया मैंने. Projects, upcoming projects. So please concentrate now. See, upcoming projects and requirements, capital investment approval. So this year we plan to do lobby renovation of balance items in Tower 2, infrastructure for EV charging station. At this moment we have 35 EV vehicles which are being charged in the basement. But our infrastructure is not supporting more than 40. So only 5 slots are still available, but after that we cannot have, EV charging facility. So we'll need to upgrade our infrastructure for more and more because EV vehicle we cannot stop because more and more people will buy EV vehicle in this change circumstances. So there will be expenditure. Please listen, sir. Keep quiet. So there will be expenditure for enhancement of facilities for EV charging stations. Then there are certain items like procurement of a new TV for CCTV room, installation of some more CCTV cameras, upgradation of fire and safety equipment we have upgraded, but still Mr. Malik has suggested and with experts that we need more and more, some more equipments to make this complex as fire safety compliant. Then beautification of garden also we want to undertake. Then basement parking, line marking, because line markings now is not visible in the basement. So we'll make lining and numbering properly. Yes, okay. Note kar lijiyega, more lighting. Sir, let me complete, then we'll open the suggestion, open it for suggestion. There are 2-3 fountains which are not working in the central garden. So we propose to install those fountains. Then basement parking line, which I have already told. Then enhancement of some sports facilities. Then road we have already covered in the revenue budget. 35 lakh rupees will be taken from the CAM. Then UPS system in the CCTV room, hydraulic ladder, because we need a ladder because working we भाड़ा बांधना पड़ता है बार जगह जगह पे. So instead of that we want to buy a hydraulic ladder. Then also we want to implement an ERP so that this entire office facility management it becomes paperless. So and everybody can see that. We'll provide access to all the owners so that they can see what is happening where. So, and then hydro pneumatic pressure pumps, also 5 numbers we need. And then domestic water pump and rooftop tank automation. Because water and lightings are very essential. So, for that also we need, these are the capital expenditure. And that will approximately require 75 lakh of rupees. But don't worry, we are not asking the residents to contribute. We'll take from the past saving and this amount we will spend. But for that we need permission. Signage already fire safety mein ho gaya. Already included. Yes, signage on part of safety. So these are the proposals. This will require 75 lakhs and past savings will be used for these expenditures. Any suggestion, anything, any comment on this may please be? Yes, sir. Please. What is that? Generator तो already repair में है इसमें. अच्छा. Road, that is part of road repair, 35 lakh rupees have been provided. Passage. Please note down, if not there, we'll take it. ठीक है. बस এটা নোট করে নিন. লাইটিং তা 5 এন্ড ক্লাবে পিছনে লাইটিং আর একটা জেনারেটরের নিচে রোড. হ্যাঁ সুনীল.
हेलो मनोज जी, बोलो. पहले भी जो एजीएम हुआ था उसमें सोलर पावर का हम लोग डिस्कस किए थे. व्हाई वी आर नॉट यूटिलाइजिंग सोलर पावर? सब जगह हम लोग कर रहे हैं, बहुत जगह हो रहा है, but why we are not even talking about this?
Sir, as far as I know, solar, the earlier policy, electricity policy was not, supporting more than 5 kilowatt. But I think this government will come out with a new policy if it is feasible, definitely. Some funds like instead of investing in a mutual fund, if we invest in solar power or solar assets, that will give us more returns, which we know, but
we can use it.
But the policy, because this government will come out with a new policy. Earlier policy was supporting only 5 kilowatt, which was not sufficient. So that is why we did not, but now.
500? 5 megawatt, sorry. 5 megawatt. 5 megawatt? No, not 500 kilowatt. 500 kilowatt.
0.5 megawatt.
500 kilowatt. 500 kilowatt, if it is, so we discussed with few vendors, including Tata Solar, the issue was, one second. The issue was, like if it is above 500 kilowatt, they will put their, money for infrastructure. If it is our total coverage, that time it was coming around 350. So in that case, like they were not ready to put their money, right? So and the infrastructure cost that was coming up at that point of time, a year back, it was around 2.3 crore, right? So that was the investment, right? And we are not in a position to invest that kind of money, right? So that is the problem. No, including everything, that's what I'm saying. So that is the problem. So we could not have. So now the question is, now we have some fund. If we decide to go ahead with the investor money in that, like that is our decision.
We'll examine it because investing in solar asset is.
Right.
सर 5 रुपए के आसपास आ जाएगा. अभी 8 साढ़े 8 लगता है तो 3 रुपए पर यूनिट होगा. हैं जी? क्या करने का? Zero bill, zero invoice, free campus, yes. That should be, the objective. Sir is right. That should be the approach. Electricity, yes. It can be done if we have, as Pankaj stated, 350 kilowatt. नहीं, लेकिन सर पहले की पॉलिसी सपोर्ट नहीं कर रही थी. दैट वाज ओनली फॉर 5 किलोवाट. अभी की नई पॉलिसी में मैंने सुना है कि ये आ रहा है.
प्रॉब्लम कैमरा का है, प्रॉब्लम कैमरा का है. आप गाड़ी का नहीं है, कैमरा का. कैमरा पोजीशनिंग ठीक नहीं है.
आगे आ जाइए, माइक है.
अरे नहीं, अरे आपका, अरे आप जिसका प्रॉब्लम है, लेकिन होल्ड ऑन, जिसका प्रॉब्लम है, गाड़ी लेके आइए. संडे को हम लोग टेस्ट कराएंगे, ठीक है? आप गाड़ी से लेके आइए, आप देखेंगे ना. अरे लेके आइए, गेट में गाड़ी में टेस्ट करेंगे ना. तो अगर आपका गाड़ी का, हमको तो कभी प्रॉब्लम नहीं हुआ.
सब पंकज,
आपको मालूम है कि कैमरा क्या है, आप वहीं ले जाता है. हम लोग सीधा
आपका गाड़ी लेके आइए ना. आपको मैंने पहले ही बोला था गाड़ी लेके आइए.
पंकज, गिव माइक टू सम लेडीज सर. दे दीजिए जाके. सर खूब ही बोलते हैं.
हेलो, Ashe? Manoj, I have 2-3 points to make.
Yes, sir.
They are minor points, but they are very irritating.
Yes,
Living
sir.
in a community, the lifts are very dirty by the time it's evening and early morning. You don't feel like getting into the lift. Either you have some system by which it is cleaned and maintained, otherwise it is hellish. Sometimes, you see few drops of blood also. Maybe somebody is bringing in meat, somebody is doing some kind of thing, and that becomes a very big problem. Well, you don't feel like entering. Your homes are so well maintained and your lobbies are well maintained, but somehow the lift. And there is also a need to see this thing, who are the defaulters. Sometimes you get into the lift, it's totally water is there. Somebody has come from the swimming straightway, even the kids coming straightway and going up, and the whole thing is such a problem. We are discussing such big issues and all that. And this is a minor issue. Second issue I would like to highlight is regarding your safety and security. In fact, the fire safety and other arrangements are being mocked at. When you put on the alarm, and in the group discussion, we find that these things are taken very easily. Last time I had gone to the 25th floor and found all the doors locked up. Now the weird reason which was given by the security and all those people, कि हमने बंद करके रखा जी, बच्चे ऊपर चले जाएंगे, ये हो जाएगा, वो हो जाएगा. अगर बच्चे चले जाएंगे, make additional security arrangement. But that's the area which is kept safe. If there is a, say, fire on the 10th floor, where the people are going to go? Is going to go up. And you need an open area whereby they can go. Your refuse area. I was trying to climb steps and all in between undertaking some exercise. Refuse area is locked. There is nothing in the refuse. You can't take anything out of that. Your life is in danger. Whatever systems you create, sir, if there are no adequate entry and exit point, you are going to die. So please, these are the minor issues, but maybe people may be thinking. But when emergency comes, people like me have seen how people behave. People behave ke bhai ye kyun nahi hai, wo kyun nahi hai, and when the time is there, nobody is paying heed to all these, neither to any exercise, nor it is well advertised, nor people are briefed about this thing. Nothing is happening in the society. So you are living in a high-rise society. There are adequate arrangements, safety precautions which are inbuilt into the system, but those systems are blocked. So you can't go up, you are going to go die. So these things needs to be checked, and the security operators or whatever additional you want to put on high fencing or some kind of thing for the kids or whatever arguments you are giving, if you have created a system that should be functional. If it's not functional, nothing is going to work. So I think these issues are very important. Third thing is the use of lawns. What are the games which are permissible on the lawns? Everybody can take over the lawns, and as per his whims and fancies, he can create his cricket lawn or something lawn, some provision. If there is a requirement for enhancing sporting facilities, is the society having any concrete scheme for that? Is there any proposal for extension of this building, or you want to create additional facilities like your pickle ball and other balls which are coming? Some people come and they start marking this thing. Who has approved that? So if there is a requirement, who is looking after those requirements? Who is deciding those matters? The lawn has become barren behind Tower 4. I had pointed out earlier also कि भैया वो जो बच्चे तो अपने आप में खतरा पैदा कर रहे, फिर वो दूसरों को भी खतरा पैदा कर रहे, अपने को भी they are causing danger, because the day any incident will happen, everybody will start questioning the other people. So I think there is a concrete approach required on the lawn. I want to organize a tournament on, golf putting. Can I do that? मैं तो हम तो कुछ कर नहीं रहा हूं भैया, एक वो लगाना, उसमें कप लगाना, और I have to do that thing. So the point is that योगा कर सकते हो, बाकी एक्सरसाइज कर सकते हो, जो कर सकते हो, that should be very clear. And if there is a need for development of the area, society should take a decision कि भाई ये games के लिए हमारी additional requirement है और ये वो, otherwise every lawn belongs to every game. So these are serious issues which affect the quality of life. आप 3 रुपया 11 पैसा लेते हो या 15 पैसा लेते हो, we never question. और जो आप जो है बाकी भी जो भी चीजें करते हो, बिल रेज करते हो, मान लो आपने 3,500 रुपए का बिल रेज किया, अब बिल रेज किया, उसका डिसीजन आपने 1 साल पहले लिया. अब हाउ डू आई नो कि भाई ये 3,500 मेरे बिल में क्यों आ गया भैया, मैंने क्या किया है? Either you send a mail that this is the thing, or some WhatsApp that this is the message, this is regarding decision which was taken in so and so AGM on this date held, point number so and so. In compliance with that, इतना आपका bill raise किया जा रहा है, so that there is no question. You know about this thing, what you are paying for, when the decision was taken, for what purpose this thing. Otherwise वो मेरे और जो सोसाइटी वाले हैं, जो भी आपका मैनेजर है, वो आपको पेनल्टी डाल देगा, ये कर देगा, वो कर देगा, और अपनी मर्जी से कर रहा हो. I'm not knowing why I'm paying 3,500 for that. अब मेरे को 1 साल पहले या 1.5 साल पहले मैंने कोई जो है, और जो मेजर इश्यूज हैं उनके ऊपर अवॉइडेंस की बजाय, आई थिंक इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट 2, 3, 4 जो मेजर इश्यूज हैं, जैसे मैंने आगे हाईलाइट किया कि भाई वो जीएसटी वाला मामला और बाकी, इनके ऊपर एक्सपर्ट की कंक्रीट एडवाइस लेके अगर दोबारा करने की जरूरत है, या आप पूरा अपना प्रेजेंटेशन लोड कीजिए और उसके ऊपर ओपिनियन मांगिए, जो भी हम देंगे ओपिनियन. अगर AGM cannot be called, give us this thing. We will give our opinion on this thing. आप क्या करने वाले हो कि 5% करने वाले, 10%, जो भी करने वाले हो आप दीजिए. We will send you the response. ईमेल हर आदमी की हैं, आप इंडिविजुअल ईमेल में हमको भेज दीजिए भाई इंपॉर्टेंट प्रोविजन जो भी हैं आपकी. बाकी जो रूटीन में भेज रहे हैं, एवरीबडी इज नॉट सीइंग माई गेट ऑल द टाइम कि भाई माई गेट के ऊपर मैं बैठा रहा हूं. जो send me a mail, send us the mail, we will know about what the society is thinking and what this thing. So my humble request is, wherever these basic things are very important for the quality of life, If basic things are, there was power fluctuation, one of the issues which was raised. Many a time there was, power failure, it was going in. Nobody is answering what's happening. What the hell, within 1 hour, 10 times, 20 times, your appliances are getting damaged. So whom we should ask? कि भैया क्या हो रहा है? In fact, I called you one day कि मनोज जी क्या हो रहा है? So somebody has to be answerable for the basic thing. We need basic requirement whereby the society is safe and sound place and enjoyable place to live in. Baki individual choti moti whims and fancies are, outside that domain. So my humble request is कि जो फायर सेफ्टी के स्टैंडर्ड हैं, जो लिफ्ट्स के स्टैंडर्ड हैं, ये जो बेसिक चीज़ें हैं, लॉन्स के जो स्टैंडर्ड हैं, उनको मेंटेन करिए और उनके बारे में करिए. बाकी ड्यूज और ये वो, एनी हेल्प रिक्वायर्ड, आई हैव अर्लियर ऑल्सो सेड, एनी हेल्प रिक्वायर्ड एनी टाइम, आप बताइए, मैं आपके साथ हमेशा खड़ा हूँ और आपके साथ जाने के लिए तैयार हूँ. जहाँ गए आप बोलिए. क्या सोसाइटी के कॉज के लिए कोई भी काम है, किसी से मिलने की जरूरत है, आप बताइए किससे मिलना. बट माई रिक्वेस्ट इज कि ये छोटी छोटी बातें जो डे टू डे, अब लिफ्ट में है, अब तो 11 पैसा लेते, 15 पैसा लेते, मेरे लिए कुछ नहीं. मैं तो वहां पे ही आपका जो है, आप आए हो शाम को कहीं बाहर से थके हुए, ये वो आप देख रहे हो, यार ये क्या हो गया, अब इसमें उठना ही पड़ेगा, अदरवाइज 15 फ्लोर कौन उठेगा. सो पॉइंट इज कि भाई ये जो बाकी चीजें हैं आप कर रहे हो, एंड द सोसाइटी एंड द फेस्टिवल कमेटी एंड ऑल डूइंग वंडरफुल जॉब फॉर विच यू require highest commendation, and our thanks are due to you people for continuous work. You devote your valuable time to all these activities for which you deserve a great respect. And I'm hopeful that living in this society will be more wonderful, more fulfilling in days to come. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
50 PO मेंबर है, पावर फ्लक्चुएट होता है 1 घंटे, लॉस होता है हमारे अप्लायंसेस का, एक आदमी इसमें से कोई रिस्पॉन्स नहीं करता है. आपके पास जो अप्लायंसेस है, आपके पास ज्यादा पैसा होगा, समझे? हमें बी प्रोएक्टिव. आपका आदमी जैसा आप बोलते हो तो वो रिप्लाई करता है. हम लोग कोई भी क्वेश्चन पूछे मैं टेलीग्राम में, दैट बगैर डजंट रिप्लाई. मनोज तुम्हारा क्यों रिप्लाई करेगा? वी आर द ओनर्स लाइक यू. व्हाई विल यू नॉट रिप्लाई टू अस? हाँ, तो आपने मुंह चढ़ा के रखा हुआ है उसको. मैं सही बात बोल रहा हूँ, है क्या? हाँ बोलो. व्हाई विल यू नॉट, व्हाई विल दे नॉट रिस्पॉन्ड टू अस? इफ देयर इज अ प्रॉब्लम, Subroto is the only guy who is strong. करता है वो दूसरे फोरम में. आई एम लुकिंग इनटू इट. एक आदमी क्या कर रहा है? 1 साल बाद तुम लोग मिलते हो, ये पास करा लो, ये पास करा लो. साल भर क्या होता है? मिस्टर बासु ने ऐसा प्रेसिडेंट किया है दैट एसोसिएशन इज वर्किंग लाइक एन इंटेलिजेंस ब्यूरो, वेरी सीक्रेटिव व्हाट वी आर डूइंग, किसी को नहीं बताने का है. इनके प्रेसिडेंट आप भी फॉलो कर रहे हो. अरे भाई क्या हो रहा है सोसाइटी में, क्या डेवलपमेंट, क्या प्रॉब्लम बताओ तो. आप हाउसकीपिंग की बात कर रहे हो. आई डोंट नो हु इज लुकिंग एट दैट बैल्कनी, जो स्टेयर सर्वेंट बाथरूम जहाँ पर है, उधर से इतनी बात आती है. आई मीन आई नो देयर इज अ सर्वेंट बाथरूम देयर, उसका मेंटेनेंस भी तो हमारे आपके हाथ में है, बिकॉज वो सर्वेंट और गार्ड का है. मतलब होने दो जो होता है. हम लोग वी स्मेल द स्टैंड एंड गो. कोई बाहर से आए तो समझे, मतलब बाहर से तो इतना अच्छा. दीज आर स्मॉल थिंग, बट कुछ करो यार.
लिफ्ट में जो है ना, ये होना चाहिए लिफ्ट. पंखा ठीक से काम करता नहीं है.
पंखा तो उसमें है नहीं ना, वो इनर डिजाइन ऐसा है कि उसमें साइड से हवा आती है उसमें. सिर्फ फास्ट लिफ्ट है और साइड में ऑलरेडी वहाँ पे वेंट्स हैं जो कि वो देते हैं.
help us to detect all this.
No,
Or
regarding the second point which you have raised, that roof door, some people had the apprehension that if the roof door is open, people will go there and commit suicide. Okay, that's a very foolish argument. Just,
sir,
yes. So now you. So now you will find all the
doors are open, sir.
all the doors.
Oh,
All the doors are open now, roof doors.
Malik Sahab, I'll answer some of the points raised by him. Sir, एक तो ना lifts are cleaned twice a day.
एक सेकेंड
Sir, एक सेकेंड हम बता दें कि lifts are cleaned twice a day. We can make it thrice.
मनोज so
नहीं, एक मिनट पंकज, let me clear फिर उसके बाद बोल one by one. तो नहीं सर देखिए, sir please now listen to us. हाँ, I'm responding. Firstly, sir, all the roof gates are open now. All roof gates are open, all refuge area gates are open, every staircase gates are open. And the locks have been replaced this time by Mr. Malik spending 2.5 lakh rupees. And number two is, you said lifts are cleaned twice daily, morning and evening. Now we can make it thrice. There is no problem in that. The problem is our residents. Some of the residents, they have dogs, they have, they carry things in the passenger lift, which is, we have advised the residents quite number of times, but they are not following. They take their dog inside. Now we have installed CCTV cameras, and if somebody is doing a nuisance, he'll be caught.
so what is the so we have to define what is the nuisance. You say
Na arekta chini saja bole diche. So and about the lawn behind Tower 4, only RGUC is authorized to, one Rosedale Premier League, which has been started 5-6 years, to hold that. Otherwise, small children, they go and they start playing. So if all residents are agreeing, we can stop them. Ki, please don't, and they make this lawn again green and refurbishing. But खेलने के लिए we have only, मैंने भाई आज क्रिकेट ग्राउंड नहीं है तो नहीं है. ना दैट वी हैव टू डिसाइड ना भाई, दोनों साइड है. सुनिए, नहीं क्या कहाँ करे बताइए सर. एक चीज बताइए, this complex was not made for cricket ground or football ground, or this complex has only tennis, badminton inside, basketball facilities. If we want to pickleball, we have started in the basketball because we don't have any other place to. So we have table tennis, whatever indoor games are there. So, and there was a proposal to do something on the roof of this club, that also we are examining, and for that he has kept the budget also. So if that is possible, we'll shift there. Only thing is a small. Only they are ruining the garden. There is no, disagreement on that. But then we have to take a decision. Okay, we'll stop the children playing.
That's not the case. You are misinterpreting what I said. I said कि भाई कौन सी गेम वहाँ खेल सकते हो, ठीक है? और उसके बाद में बच्चों के बारे में अगर आपको एडिशनल रिक्वायरमेंट की जरूरत है, आप डेवलप करिए एरिया.
नहीं देखिए, डेवलप खाली एरिया तो है नहीं, ओनली द रूफ वी आर ट्राइंग टू.
So,
Sir, I'm not twisting. I'm saying that only small children are playing. नहीं, मैं दूसरे रेसिडेंट. सर आपको नहीं बोल रहे, हम रेसिडेंट्स को बोल रहे हैं, उनके बच्चे खेलते हैं, तो प्लीज थोड़ा रिस्ट्रिक्शन अगर आ जाएगा तो ठीक है, लॉन दोबारा डेवलप होगा. लॉन इज इन टेरिबल कंडीशन, टावर 4 लॉन. जी नहीं, उसकी जगह एक ही चीज है कि हम लोग मतलब वी हैव केप्ट सम प्रोविजन कि इसके ऊपर कुछ कर दे, बाकी कोई जगह नहीं है.
so there so if you look at
आप इस बजट में सर आप देखिए सर, आप उसमें लिखा हुआ है कि
where have I written 1 2 3
enhancement of sports facilities.
Sports facility. That's a general term, the detail has been provided.
Detail has to be
Satyajit
worked
already.
out, sir, कि
It
क्योंकि ये चीज
includes-
हमको भी मालूम है कि this lawn is being damaged because of these, माने और तो कोई वहाँ पे कुछ होता नहीं, प्लेइंग है, तो उसको हम लोग सोच रहे हैं कि करें कुछ. हाँ.
प्रेजेंट कंडीशन स्पोर्ट्स कॉम्प्लेक्स की देखिए, स्पोर्ट्स कोर्ट की में कहीं इट इज इन अ बैड शेप. 20,000 स्क्वायर फीट अगर आप लोग 50 आदमी दिमाग लगाएं, मिस्टर लोग दिमाग लगा रहे हैं यहाँ पर, तो ऊपर में इतना अच्छा आपको नीचे लोन की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी.
सर वही देख रहे हैं हम लोग कि नीचे भी देखिए स्ट्रक्चरल स्टेबिलिटी सारी चीज देख करके एक काम करना पड़ रहा है कि वेदर मैंने दिस रूफ इज केपेबल ऑफ टेकिंग दैट काइंड ऑफ. वो है सर, एक लिफ्ट भी लगाना पड़ेगा कि लोग. नहीं सर, कोई फंक्शन भी कर सकते हैं, तो आप और हम तो लिफ्ट से ही चलेंगे.
Temporary structure on the floor are allowed.
So it is not about what is allowed, what is not allowed, Jagmohan sir, but there is a concern on the structural stability of the roof. So we are going to do that study. So when we say enhancement of sports facility, few of the things that we are considering, cricket cum football turf, that's one. Second is pickleball. Right now we have made an makeshift arrangement on the basketball court, thanks to the support from the basketball lovers, that we will organize the timing of the two sport. So we are trying to think of all the facilities, and we are conscious that yes, star 4 area is not exactly the right thing. A lot of ladies and elderly gentlemen, they have complained that when the ball, crosses the field, even if it doesn't, hit them, they are, not comfortable with the ball going outside. So those are the things which we have considered, and let's see how fast we are able to do that. But yes, all the points which you have mentioned, we have noted.
Valid points we have noted, and we'll try to
address.
try to
That's why-
comply, address as soon as possible. Rita Pandit ji, you had some question. You go ahead. Have 2 minutes.
Employ 2 nurses, 8 hourly, 12 hourly each, to be stationed here 24/7. Yes. 2 nurses, not doctors, because doctors, I know you will not be able to pay for them. On certain days, doctors come, a doctor comes once in a week, that doesn't help.
I think medical committee had exercised this, we explored this.
Not so expensive.
So he can answer that.
See, earlier we have.
ये वाला ले
Very good. Steve. Sir.
Can you please tell your question?
Stop करें तो, so this resolution we have to take. Can we take as approved 75 lakhs from the past savings? 75 lakh. ना वो कैपिटल में नहीं आएगा, रेवेन्यू से ले लेंगे. चौधरी, मिस्टर चौधरी, आप बता रहे, आप बताएंगे क्या?
Yeah, we are having discussion with some vendors regarding positioning of posting nurse in our complex. But the main point is we can't have anyone in the night time. Only during the daytime it can be possible, because there are other problems like yeah, but I am talking about female nurse for their but for their staying also, accommodations and all those things. for them. No, for okay, we can explore that. But no, for somebody has to stay because we don't know when problem will crop up. No, so somebody has to. So we can we.
Dada, please explore having 24
Okay,
hours.
we will
Nobody
explore
can work
that.
for 12 hours, 24 hours.
24 hours, yes.
ठीक है, we'll go
Nobody
ahead.
can work. Yes, he will
हाँ,
fall
हाँ,
asleep.
ठीक है,
So
अच्छा।
when you want him, you will find he's gone to his home and slept off.
Okay, we will explore that.
ठीक है,
And then we'll get. No, you.
That's it.
One male and one female.
ठीक है. So I think we have covered. Udayji, any other agenda now?
No, we should also have a backup. No, somebody cannot come all the 7 days. No, we should have a backup also.
We have covered. Please come. Didi noted. মানে করা যাবে, why not? Required. ठीक है. So any other point somebody? हाँ बोलिए ना. That will take time, sir. Single electricity meter, that will take time. We are working on that, but as of now, remote possibilities because of so many constraints. I can explain you in one-to-one. If it is, it should not be. What stuff? क्या डंप करते हैं? क्या चीज का? वो अलग ये बोल रहे हैं कुछ सामान डाला हुआ. सामान तो आपका ही होगा सर. सामान तो आई थिंक आरजीयूसी का सामान है, वो हटा दीजिए. इनका आरजीयूसी का सामान है, आप हटाइए प्लीज. खड़े होके यहाँ के बोलिए, यहाँ के बोलिए. बोलिए सर.
इस कैंपस में एक मंदिर बनाना हम लोग को चाहिए. बैठ तुमने कहने से होगा. वोटिंग हो जाए इस पे. वोटिंग सब्जेक्ट नहीं है.
नहीं, एक मिनट रुकिए. लेट मी हैंडल दिस. हाँ बोलिए ना, बोलिए सर, पहले बोलिए.
एक मंदिर हम लोग चाहते हैं इस कैंपस में हो.
ठीक है, चलिए एक मिनट तो बोलने दीजिए.
वही पूछ रहे हैं.
हाँ सुनिए, अगले को बोलने दीजिए. वाई हाँ
देखिए,
हाँ बोलिए.
क्या होता है, आप कहीं भी रहते हैं तो उसका दो उद्देश्य रहता है कि हम घर में हैं तो थोड़ा मन को शांति और शरीर को विश्राम. और मन को एक शांति कब मिलता है? जब हम किसी तरह अपने आप को अध्यात्म और भगवान से जोड़ते हैं. और हमारे पेरेंट्स, अगर जिनके घर में पेरेंट्स हैं, वो लोग कई बार हम लोग अगर बोलते हैं हम इस जगह पे फ्लैट ले रहे हैं, वो बोल रहे हैं वहां मंदिर है कि नहीं. अरे मैडम, पेरेंट्स लोग बगल में नहीं जा पाते हैं.
इनको बोलने दीजिए. आप बोलने दीजिए.
आप अपना ओपिनियन अलग से बोल दीजिएगा.
आप अपना ओपिनियन बोलिएगा.
तो हाँ, तो पेरेंट्स बोलते हैं आप कहाँ, वो चाहते हैं कि उनके नजदीक में मंदिर हो. रत्ना दी मेरे को बोल देने दीजिए.
अरे उनको बोल देने दीजिए, उसके बाद में फिर बात करते हैं.
एक एक क्वेश्चन का काउंटर जवाब दूंगा.
हाँ
तो मैं तो पेरेंट्स का तो प्राइमरी बता रहा हूं, मेरे जैसे को भी चाहिए मंदिर। हम बगल में मंदिर है, बगल में सब सोसाइटी में मंदिर रहता है, उसका कोई काउंटिंग नहीं है। तो आप बोल देंगे कालीघाट में भी है, चले जाइए कालीघाट, ऐसे बोलने से नहीं होता है। आज कोई भी सोसाइटी में मंदिर होता है, बाप बहुत से शहरों में जाइए, अगर सोसाइटी में मंदिर नहीं है तो लोग लेते नहीं है फ्लैट। जैनी लोग तो एकदम ही नहीं लेते हैं। और आपकी सोसाइटी में मंदिर है ना, आपका फ्लैट का दाम 20% बढ़ गया। अगर आप दोनों एंगल से देखते हैं ना, कॉमर्शियल एंगल से भी बता देता हूं, अगर आपकी सोसाइटी में मंदिर है तो आपकी सेलिब्रिटी 15-20% प्राइस अप हो गया, नहीं है कम हो गया। ये इसका बैकग्राउंड में जाइए, इसमें भी मंदिर होता अगर ये एनआरआई कॉम्प्लेक्स नहीं होता। ऑल्दो अब ये एनआरआई से डोमेस्टिक कॉम्प्लेक्स हो गया है, तो अब इसकी रिक्वायरमेंट चेंज हो गई है, लोगों की भावना चेंज हो गई है। लोगों को मंदिर चाहिए, मंदिर चाहिए, क्योंकि देखिए, हाँ, अगर हमारे रंजन दा अपनी बोलो ना, रंजन दा हमारे एक सेकेंड, बस बात इतना है कि वो उसको किस तरह से बनाया जाए, उसका प्रस्ताव एक फुल प्रूफ प्रस्ताव बनाना चाहिए। इसीलिए सेंस ऑफ हाउस, देखिए लास्ट ईयर ये बात उठी थी, तो बात था कि हम लोग माई गेट पे ओपिनियन लेंगे, वो माई गेट पे पोल आया ही नहीं, इसलिए प्रस्ताव बना है नहीं बना बैकग्राउंड में मेरे को मालूम नहीं है, या कुछ उस पर वर्किंग हुआ है नहीं है मालूम नहीं है, लेकिन अब इस पर वर्किंग होना चाहिए। इसको जगह को आइडेंटिफाई करके एक मंदिर देना चाहिए, ताकि मेजॉरिटी ऑफ रेसिडेंट जिनको आत्म शांति अगर मिलती है मंदिर में, अध्यात्म में, पूजा में, तो उनको ये फैसिलिटी मिले। जहां हम रह रहे हैं वहां हमको ये चाहिए। हम कोई ऑफिस कॉम्प्लेक्स में कहीं नहीं बोलते, हालांकि वहां भी लोग मंदिर लगाते हैं। हम लोग सब ऑफिस कॉम्प्लेक्स में मंदिर बन रहा है। हाँ, तो ये क्या होता है कि आपके मन की शांति के लिए है, मन के समृद्धि के लिए। और आपको
उदय जी इनको बोलने दीजिए,
कॉमर्शियली बोल रहा हूं, तो आपका फ्लैट का दाम 15-20% बढ़ गया।
उदय जी,
अच्छा,
अब जिनको जो बोलना है बोलिए।
हाँ रंजन प्लीज, वन बाय वन।
Just 1 minute, I will complete.
हेलो मनोज, सुनने दीजिए, सीरियस डिस्कशन है प्लीज।
Last AGM, the same point was raised, and that time I have suggested there should be a proposal, like which place you want to make a temple, what is the design, who will fund this one, because from camp money we cannot spend on build mandir. There is no provision that camp money can be diverted either for building a temple or its maintenance. So there should be money for the daily puja. Who will pay for the purohit? All these schemes should be there very clearly. Everybody knows. And also which idol? Do you want Ram Lala or do you want Kali or Kali Mata or what? That also has to be given. So you say it may be multiple deities, but that also has to be clarified, because someone will worship different gods. So it should be known that these are the deities which will be there, and this is how the money will be raised for construction, and this how we will get it. And also there has to be approval from NKDA, because if we are going for a structure, that has to be approved by NKDA. So which we are told that NKDA will give approval, but whether NKDA will give approval, we don't know. So that is what we said last time. Someone should work, see that there is an approval from NKDA for building, making this structure, and funds to be collected for construction, deities to be installed, and running cost. Nothing has been done. And once this scheme is there, then that scheme can be uploaded in MyGate, and the voting can be done. If majority wants, who is stopping? This society is for the majority. But then unless this working is done, how can we proceed? This is exactly, last year I said this one and I am repeating it same. Nothing has happened. Nobody has worked out to take it forward. Okay.
नहीं ठीक है, ये वर्किंग के लिए तो बोल देंगे। मैडम अभी स्कास्टिकली बोली मस्जिद, मैं आपको मैडम इन्फॉर्म करना चाहूंगा।
Why do you say कि sarcastically?
हाँ सर, इसीलिए ना, व्हाई नॉट मस्जिद।
Sarcastically बोल रहे हैं मंदिर के लिए।
नहीं, मैं बता देता हूँ, या मैं बता रहा हूँ ना, अरे तो वही तो बता रहा हूँ। व्हाई यू आर गेटिंग हाइपर, व्हाई यू आर गेटिंग हाइपर, नो व्हाई,
सबको बोलने का
सर, सी कुड हैव, हाँ मैं बता रहा हूँ, अरे सर मैं बता दे रहा हूँ, इससे मुस्लिम बोलने दीजिए। यस इट इज सरकास्टिकली, और आई टेल यू मस्जिद क्यों नहीं, अरे मैं बता रहा हूँ, अरे जैन इज ऑल्सो हिंदू, नो डिफरेंट, नो, आप नहीं जानते हैं, यस ये सनातन नहीं है, जैन और सिख भी सनातन नहीं है। सिख का देखिए आपको आइडिया नहीं है, सुनिए, नहीं आप गलत बात कर रहे हैं सर, आप उनको दीजिए लाइन। नो 1-to-1 बिकॉज सर देखिए ये बहस हो जाएगा, ये बहुत लंबा बहस हो जाएगा सर, वी हैव टू एड्रेस टू द चेयर, नो 1-to-1 टॉकिंग। हाँ इसीलिए सो प्लीज ही स्टार्टेड नाउ मिस्टर बॉन्ड एंड हम नहीं किया है, मैं जवाब दे रहा हूँ उनकी बात का, तो आपको ऑब्जेक्शन का कोई जरूरत नहीं था सर, नो 1-to-1 जरूरत नहीं था। आनंद लोग एंड मिस्टर उदय अग्रवाल, नहीं आपको गलत लग रहा है, मैं अगर कुछ बोलेगा तो समझूंगा गलत। हाँ एक बार बंद साहब बोलिए आप। देखिए मंदिर पूजा स्थल है, इवन डेटी इज लीगल एंटिटी, रामलला विराजमान, कोई भी डेटी लीगल एंटिटी होता है, मस्जिद कोई पूजा स्थल नहीं, आप कहीं भी कर सकते हैं, खुदा की इबादत आप कहीं भी कर सकता है, रिस्पेक्ट मैं अपने ऑफिस में करने देता हूं, सो आप उसको इक्वेट मत करिए प्लीज, इसीलिए मेरे को लगा स्कास्टिक, कोई आपसे मेरा पर्सनल ये नहीं है। सेकेंडली वो वर्किंग के लिए बोले।
सभी को नमस्कार। एनकेडीए से बात किया हुआ है, पूरा नक्शा बना हुआ है, यहाँ हम लोगों ने अपने सामने कुछ बंधुओं ने मिलकर जगह का सिलेक्शन कर लिया है। जहाँ तक फंड की बात है, मैं आपको विश्वास दिलाना चाहता हूँ कि अपने एसोसिएशन की ओर से अपने जो है उससे का 1 रुपया भी नहीं लगेगा, उसका मेंटेनेंस कुछ नहीं लगेगा। तो मैं आपको और मतलब सभी लोग जो स्वेच्छा से जो देंगे उसी से पूरा मंदिर बनेगा, और उसका जो खर्च है उसके लिए एक अलग कमेटी बनेगी, जिसका इस अपना जो सोसाइटी उससे कोई संबंध नहीं है, संबंध रहेगा, और उनके जो प्रेसिडेंट और सेक्रेटरी है वो एक्स ऑफिसर वहाँ रहेंगे। मैं आपको ये विश्वास दिलाता हूँ, और 1 रुपया भी सोसाइटी का इसमें खर्च नहीं होगा। हाँ आई हैव, हाँ
जिस पर आप मंदिर बनाना चाहते हैं वो जमीन किसकी है?
एसोसिएशन के है,
एसोसिएशन की नहीं है। आई एम पार्ट ऑफ दैट। ऑलराइट, सो व्हाट इफ आई से आई एम नॉट गिविंग यू इन माय डीड, विल यू से दैट लैंड बिलोंग्स टू मी?
अगर आज कोई भी एक्स्ट्रा इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर बनता है तो आप क्या उसमें ऑब्जेक्ट कर पाते हैं क्या? मेजॉरिटी डिसीजन से जाएगा, सोसाइटी एंड लार्ज का बेनिफिट है, मेजॉरिटी डिसीजन से जाएगा वो। हाँ नहीं क्यों नहीं मना करेंगे, फिर मैं मना करता हूं। आज अगर ऊपर का कोई डिस्कशन कर रहा है, एक सेकंड, ऊपर क्या जब डिस्कशन चल रहा है तो मैं अगर इंडिविजुअल ऑब्जेक्ट करता हूं तो नहीं होना चाहिए फिर तो ये तो नहीं, ऐसा नहीं होता है, डेमोक्रेसी ऐसे नहीं चलता है, मेजॉरिटी से चलेगा। हाँ मेजॉरिटी अगर कोई फंडामेंटल राइट अब्रीज कर रहा है तो दिक्कत है, आपका कोई फंडामेंटल राइट अब्रीज नहीं हो रहा है। अगर कोई मेजॉरिटी डिसाइड करती है, देखिए कोई यहां रह रहा है तो एक कलेक्टिव वातावरण देख के ही रह रहा है। अगर मेरे को अनकंफर्टेबल लगेगा कि नहीं कलेक्टिवली यहां पर हम सुटेबल नहीं है तो हम नहीं रह पाते हैं, हम रहने आए हैं यहां पे। हाँ तो ये देखना पड़ता है। नहीं, मंदिर घर का है, मंदिर कॉम्प्लेक्स का है, मंदिर कॉम्प्लेक्स का है, बाहर का क्यों आएगा? अरे सर बाहर का क्यों आएगा? बाहर के लिए तो उनके कॉम्प्लेक्स में होगा या अलग मंदिर होगा। हाँ और ये सुनिए ये सब सर, ये सब हाइपोथेटिकल इश्यूज है। हम मेजर इशू को डाइवर्ट कर दे, ये ठीक नहीं है सर। ये हम उस वक्त डिसाइड कर लेंगे ना, हाँ, हम उसको उस वक्त डील करेंगे। नहीं क्यों नहीं अलाउ है? अरे क्यों नहीं अलाउ? कौन आवा है बाहर में से? और मैं तो कहता हूं कि आप कोई भी एक कमेटी बना लीजिए, 4-5 आपके 5-7 आदमी 10 आदमी बॉम्ब प्लस जनरल पब्लिक, इस मैटर पे कमेटी बना लीजिए और कमेटी बना के सारा चीज इवेल्युएट कर लीजिए। रूल रेगुलेशन टर्म्स कंडीशन, पुजारी कैसे रहेगा, कैसे उसको चले, वो कमेटी डिसाइड करे। खर्चा 1 रुपए नहीं, बलि कोई यहाँ पर कोई बलि का काम नहीं है। नहीं वहां भी बैन है, कोई नहीं करता है, कोई नहीं करता है। यही मैं बोला ना, क्या होता है, एक सेकेंड, क्या होता है कि हम लोग मेन इशू को डाइग्रेस करने के लिए ये सब हाइपोथेटिकल चीज डालते हैं। बलि कहीं नहीं होता आजकल। वहां हाजरा कालीबाड़ी में भी क्या हो रहा है, बहुत सुंदर, वो बकरे को हम भी एक दिन गए, देखे बकरा को खूब बढ़िया से उसको श्रृंगार करके ले जा रहा है। मैं बोला यार तुम लोग क्या बलि दे देगा? मैं जाता हूं ऑलमोस्ट डेली। तो बोला नहीं आप जानते नहीं है, आजकल बलि नहीं होता है, इसको ले जाते हैं हम लोग और अपने पाड़ा में रखते हैं और 1 साल उसको खूब श्रृंगार करते हैं, पूजा करते हैं। उल्टा है ये, आजकल बलि नहीं होता है। किस चीज का? हर जगह बलि नहीं होता है। और यहां क्यों बलि करेंगे हम?
200 मीटर की दूरी पे यहाँ ये मंदिर है,
वहां बलि नहीं होता आजकल। हाजरा कालीबाड़ी में बलि नहीं होता है। हाँ, अरे तो मैं ही बोल रहा हूं ना, कहीं हो रहा होगा, बहुत जगह नहीं होता, बंद हो गया बहुत जगह। अरे हम बलि नहीं करेंगे। हाँ मनोज जी, आपको हम लोग रिक्वेस्ट कर रहे हैं, आप एक कमेटी बना दीजिए आज ही। देखिए सेंस ऑफ हाउस मेजॉरिटी के लिए यही है। अरे साहब ऐसा है ना, आप घर में भी इलाज करा सकते हैं, काहे डॉक्टर के पास जाते हैं? बुला लीजिए घर में ही, काहे हॉस्पिटल जाते हैं? छोटा सा छींक मारता है। हमारे को जहां सुनिए मंदिर इतना सब बना हुआ बेकार है क्या? सब इतना जगह मंदिर बना हुआ बेकार है, तब तो मन चंगा तो गटौती में। सुनिए ये कहानी, 2 स्कूल ऑफ थॉट है। सर ठीक है सुनिए
यस,
आवाज नहीं आ
वही कर रहे सर।
आपने बोला है कि प्रॉपर्टी का वैल्यूएशन बढ़ेगा अगर मंदिर बनेगा यहाँ पे। हाउ नॉनसेंस इज दैट?
ठीक है,
मतलब प्रॉपर्टी का वैल्यूएशन बढ़ाने के लिए मैं मंदिर बनाऊंगा? मीन्स गॉड इज अ कमर्शियल थिंग दैट आई वांट टू इंक्रीज माय मनी, सो आई विल पुट गॉड इन माय प्लेस। दैट इज अ वेरी
सबसे पहला चीज है अभी
फर्स्ट थिंग दैट वाज सेड वाज दैट इज द फर्स्ट थिंग। I want to increase property prices, so I will put a temple in that place.
Hello. Manoj ji, can you please
Hospital. Do you want to make a hospital inside the campus? No.
Can I
It is as ridiculous. It is as ridiculous. Make a yoga place, meditation place. All right.
ठीक है। हेलो,
It is the most ridiculous thing I have ever heard. That
there may be individual opinion of anything. It is better not to fight each other.
सब जगह होने का मतलब नहीं है कि यहाँ पे भी होना चाहिए। It is not
everybody please, we have heard a lot on this, heard everybody, they are diverse, there may be diverse opinions also, and God, mandir, this is not a matter of discussion. So better we will open a poll. We are telling a committee which has been, they are discussing to present a full note as Ranjanda suggested on this temple issue, and we'll open a poll and majority decision will be, ठीक है, no more discussion on this. You may have, some people may have, different opinion, not to do it. Hello, हाँ जी.
Just 1 or 2 questions, 1 minute.
Yes, Sudeep da बोलो.
One is, can we have an update on Bengal gas?
Bengal gas. Shantiram ji.
शांतिराम जी
Can we have an update because lot of us have.
Yes, he will address. Shantiramji, please address.
We have paid deposits for more than 3-4 months, nothing has happened.
What is the question? What is the question? बताता हूँ.
What is the update please on Bengal gas installations? Because deposits have been paid before 31st March till now and we don't know what the status.
I request all the people, please enjoy the lunch which we have arranged. And all take her. Now, Shantiramji, please continue.
So regarding the Bengal gas, we started with 69, now 205, 205 घर में उन्होंने conversion किया. Because of SIR and then some election, they got some issues also. So Bengal gas could not do at the speed they should do. We have the repeated occasion. We have called their CEO to our Rosedale office. We have written a letter and daily basis we are giving reminder. But then after this election, they again organized. One team started working. Due to it, there was some gap, and then again from Monday they are putting more teams, 2-3 teams. So इसमें हम लोग का from BOM side से भी और मेरा personal side से भी we are taking up and following up with the Bengal gas, and we hope कि आने वाले दिन में ये थोड़ा जल्दी होंगे. So we have around 300 in our hand. Definitely there are some registration where they have delayed. So we have already told. I also told the director also. So I think we shall be able to get good results in coming days.
Are they going to install tower wise? Like they take one tower first, finish all the
6 towers and executive all are taken up simultaneously. But one team is there, so they are doing now 1 to 3. Second team is going coming Monday. So we are trying to do it simultaneously because that way it takes a lot of time.
Okay. Thank you.
Right. Thank you.
मनोज जी, ये सामने वाला जो रोड है अपना, this road, it has become a total mess because इसमें ट्रैफिक दोनों तरफ जाता है. बाहर वाला रोड जैसे हम लोग निकलते हैं तो कोई लेफ्ट राइट का वो नहीं है, तो अभी वहां पे एक्सीडेंट होने का, अभी ऐसे आप जाके मुड़ रहे हो ना लेफ्ट टर्न, तो ऑल द टाइम उधर से तो यहाँ पे बाइक्स आ रहे हैं. बाइक जब आप यू टर्न ले रहे हो,
I think we should take it up with the local police station.
Take it with the local police station so that they post and implement that thing, because accident is awaiting to happen. That is my this thing. And my third point was on the responses on Telegram. The responses of Telegram are quite weak. If we have somebody dedicated to certain issues that come up, like Bengal gas issue or this, no replies come. So if somebody can be dedicated, FM is busy. FM does not have so much time. So one dedicated person from the communications department.
कर देंगे. I request you to send all this to me in my personal message करूँ ना. We'll take it up. Thank you. So thank you all of you to attending this AGM. And all join us for lunch. Thank you so much. I request Mr. Vasudev Sahare to place it will be recorded.
Okay, good afternoon. Thanks all for attending this and attending and contributing the all AGM. Please enjoy the lunch.